there's some good pros and cons of it.
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Like, it's gonna be cool having. Yeah, I can hear you still.
Okay.
It's cool.
Just had to turn.
Like having you as a guest, or like I'm just gonna get some more guest people on later. Just have somebody to like chat with.
Yeah. Plus, like, I'm sure I'll be like, hey, why are we doing this play and stuff like that. So it'll be fun, man.
Yeah. When I first started doing this, like at the very beginning, like nobody in the chat would like ever like talk, like ever, and it was just kind of discouraging. It's just like just talking to myself.
It's tough. Plus, like, I don't know, like it requires extra effort when you're streaming and playing a league than just playing a league. So that's why I haven't streamed that much.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like even a tiny bit of chat, like sometimes distracts me and makes me punt.
Yeah, I hear that. All right. Hold on. I need to just mute your channel, and we're good.
This is.
Oh wow, this looks like a dark. Are you playing Dark Depths? What are you playing?
This does look like a depth stack.
This looks like a Depths hand 100%.
This could definitely like throw him for like a loop, but like this hand. I'm sorry.
It's slow, right?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna ship it because, I mean, now we have Reclaimer, which is just clearly like our best turn 1 play.
Yeah.
But even if we like want to not rely on Reclaimer, this one like doesn't have a ramp, like doesn't have any action.
Right, like crop rotation is like the only real like action card here, and Needle might just be a dead card in this matchup.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's possible that like this hand would be worth it if we like knew that they'd be weak to crop rotation, but
yeah,
we can do better. This is also not good.
Oh.
I'll go to 5.
All right, we'll get a. Oh, you're playing Allosaurus Shepherd.
Oh yeah, I forked over the. I think it was. It was like 60 at the time, I think.
Oh my gosh! So Allosaurus Shepherd, is that standard, or is this like something you're testing out?
It's just something I tested out, or I've been testing out recently.
Gotcha. And do you I mean, are you liking the Allosaurus Shepherd?
Yeah. I like the lines. Sometimes I don't even think about it, but like, he definitely gives you some play just being able to green sun for, and just like set up like a. He's kind of like a proactive Veil of Summer, essentially.
Okay, I see that.
Or like if you happen to draw him. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Or if you happen to just draw him.
Yeah, you just hold him in hand until you're ready to like attempt like a big like green spell, and just like wait till the turn for that.
That makes sense.
This is definitely
5.
It's not gonna get much better.
I mean, yeah, like you can't go to 4, right?
Nah.
You got once upon a time to find some more lands.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. You're the expert. I feel like, what do you ship? Maze of Ith in the prime time, maybe?
Definitely the prime time. The most important thing with if you're ever playing this deck is to have like early game action, like stuff to do in the early turns.
Sure.
So let's see. We're gonna Once Upon a Time. Keep that. Keep the Forest. I'm inclined to keep crop rotation because maybe we'll just get him with that.
Yeah, crop's always good. Even, I mean, you are light on land, so it's not optimal now, but you'll get the lands. But I don't know. I feel like, I mean, is Maze of Ith conditional? I don't know. Like, I feel like, personally, I would think Maze of Ith and Primetime are the ones you want to move, but
yeah, I mean,
Maze of Ith does not tap for mana.
Yeah, I think we're going to put back Maze. I could see either map, too, because I just Maze just for being, like, a land as, like, to feed to, like, Reclaimer later.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you make the choice since you are the master.
I could go either way. Let's keep Mesa just so we have, like, a second land if things go, like, poorly.
Okay.
What's up, Jim?
Oh, we got Dudek on.
I was hoping he would play in the challenge. Help out, like, contribute to our Arizona heat.
Right. So there was a challenge this morning, too, in addition to the one yesterday?
Yeah.
Nice. And did you play in that one, or no?
Yeah, I played in this one today, too.
Oh, okay. How'd you do?
It sucked, man. I started 3-0, and then I lost the next 3.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah. But, yeah, I know Rockenbach played it, and then Jake got, top 4 in that one, too.
Top 4? That's awesome.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is a solid Once Upon a Time.
So finally a good Once Upon a Time. It's either Reclaimer or Cloudpost. Kind of thinking Cloudpost.
Yeah.
Just to keep making land drops.
And I'm going to assume this list does not run like Dryad Arbor or anything. I know that's a common card with Green Sun Zenith, but your list does not play that stuff, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not convinced I want Arbor.
Sure. Fair enough.
People like always question that too. Oh, what is...
What are we playing again? Oh no.
So Depths.
So it's probably Depths. So the Maze of Ith is actually great, man.
Yeah. Oh, is this such a fitting one for you to be here with?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we don't want to just go get Karakas right now, do we? Just let him take the crop, right?
I think that's correct, because you want your green mana, right?
Yeah, that's the main thing.
You don't want to throw away your forest for the Karakas.
We're Jim's background noise.
Nice.
Bantering about Legacy. How's Modern going, Jim?
Oh yeah, that's right. Jim is playing Modern.
That's what I thought. Oh, why would you do that?
I don't know. I think this month is Modern for Mana Traders, right?
Yeah, exactly. Rockin' Box probably doing it too.
Oh yeah, he's a grinder.
Yeah, he's back now.
Oh, they got the Reclaimer. Jeez.
Man. So just Depths now? Do they typically run one Wasteland? Like, is that standard?
It depends on the versions. There are a lot of versions now. Wasteland has definitely become a lot more popular in Depths lists. I mean, I think Ghost Court is usually in every Depths list, but you will see Wasteland pop up from time to time. So I would say it's 50-50.
Okay.
It does depend on the build.
Because it used to always just be, like, just one Ghost Quarter. But, like, I feel like most lists I see now also have, like, a single Wasteland.
Yeah, a Wasteland or two. And they just don't play Needles because they just use Wasteland to answer opposing Wastelands.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not in a terrible spot. We got our Reclaimer out.
Yeah. I was happy about that second untapped land.
Right.
Reclaimer should be doing work for us now.
So, and I know when I was on Depths, and every time I would play against you, and again, like this list that you're playing, like I haven't seen the full list, but just some of the cards are just so different. I felt favored, but I'd always just get beat because you'd either gain some life or you'd have the maze, and opposing crops are really rough to deal with. See right there, Glimmerpost, that makes Merit Leisure turn 2 kill, right? Or a 2-turn kill.
That's key, yeah, that Glimmerpost. So just making sure, I don't think they can kill me from here, right? Like,
no, because they're going to have to sacrifice one of the lands, and then if they get Depths, it's going to come into play tapped anyway.
Okay, yeah.
So, I mean, let's see. They would have to have a couple Elvish Spirit Guides. You know what I mean? Because they'd have to use a Spirit Guide and Urborg. I mean, I don't think they can kill you.
One time a Depths opponent online did kill me. They had 2 Spirit Guides and just, like, kind of blindsided me.
Oh my god.
I feel like I'm kind of safe about this.
Yeah, I mean, you do need to progress your game as well.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, they'd have to have, like, just, like, the perfect cards to get you right now, you know?
Yeah. Another thing I've seen in Depths, like, fairly recently is Not of This World.
Yes, that's in the... Well, yeah, that's, like, the turbo version's really good right now in, like, this weird Snoko Uro meta. So, yeah, Not of This World is the faster protection than the Safekeeper.
Gotcha.
Okay, so now they have combo. And then when they untap, I mean, they'll be able to... Yeah, this is interesting. We'll see. Fortunately, Maze is colorless, right? And it answers... It's able to hold back the Dark Depths, but they'll get, like, a Wasteland or a Ghost Quarter for it eventually.
Yeah. At least, like, the Reclaimer land is tapped, so we get, like a 1-turn window at least to live.
Yeah. So are you going to activate... I think you probably activate Reclaimer here, right? And get another Cloudpost, or...
Yeah, for sure. I would definitely have to ready Reclaimer. Like, the question is, like, what I want to search up. Because they're playing this now, so they can just make it and kill us next turn.
Correct. Well, I mean, you can always play that Glimmerpost and gain some life.
Yeah.
You have the Maze, but obviously they'll be able to find the answer with their Reclaimer.
I think I'm gonna search up a Karakas here.
Okay. Yeah, because if you get Karakas, they have to answer that, and they have to be able to answer Maze. Which is tough, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like, we'll have to live through a Ghost Quarter and probably a Wasteland. But this Glimmerpost is, like, definitely... It'll be good for us, like, later when,
Yep. It's a time walk.
Yeah. Now, let's do this now. Yeah, you just gotta, like, against steps, you just have to, like, throw out, like, layers of hurdles for them to clear. Like, one layer is, like, getting above 20 life. Like, Maze is one. Karakas is a hurdle.
Yeah.
No, that was stupid. I should have waited till end of turn to do that.
I think you're still fine. They've already played their land for turn, so I don't think it matters.
That one life, though. Like, I could have blocked.
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean.
Alright, I think just Maze of Ith is a second.
I think Maze is fine right now. And then do we want to proactively needle, like, Ghost Quarter?
Yeah. Let's look and see what they do first. Like,
sure. But I mean, don't we want to play the needle now? Yeah. Oh, to see what they do in response to the needle.
Yeah, or just throw it out there. Yeah, and then they'll probably. I'm like imagine.
They can't make it because you have Karakas.
Yeah. But I guess there's just this is the best time to just play the needle.
I think so, and you're not naming Stage or Hexmage. Like, if they're only running Ghost Quarter and you needle Ghost Quarter, you're in a pretty good spot with Maze and Karakas.
Yeah, you're right. Both Maze and Karakas just kind of get worse now that whatchamacallit, Not of This World is a thing.
Exactly. I think you're at so I think you're at a pretty solid spot, and then next turn you're gonna gain some life.
Yeah.
We just need to find a win con.
Yeah. What's up, Jake? Hey, congrats, man. JQB. We have like the AZ experts in our chat now.
Yeah, congratulations, Jake. Alright, so they got 3 cards in hand. So yeah, if they have 2 Not of This World, they win.
And there's like a contingency too. We could always search up Glacial Chasm.
Oh yeah, that's a good call.
I'll just do this.
Just maze him.
Yeah.
And then do we activate Reclaimer this turn, like in step? Is there anything we want to tutor? Do we get rid of? I think the only thing we could get rid of is the forest, right?
Yeah. We'll change it for Cloudpost.
Gotcha.
The thing with Reclaimer in this build is, like, to take advantage of it, you pretty much want to plan to activate Reclaimer, like, every turn.
Sure. Yeah, no, Reclaimer is such a great card, and I remember when it was first printed and spoiled, and, you know, people weren't sure about it, but it has definitely proven its worth.
Oh, yeah. Like, changed, like, my deck completely, and I know, like, Depths, like, also...
Depths plays it now. Yeah, even the Turbo, the slow builds, you know, they play some number of it.
Yeah.
So, are you still on an Eye of Ugin build? Like, are we able to get an Eye of Ugin and eventually tutor up Eldrazi, or...?
Yeah, that's the end game, still.
Yeah, okay.
That part of this deck, like, never changed.
You always have that inevitability.
It always goes to Eye of Ugin.
Sure. Okay.
I feel like we're pretty good now.
Yeah, and the fact that you have access to Glacial Chasm is huge. Like, I didn't even think of that, because Sylvan Safekeeper can be scary.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you have Glacial Chasm, you'll be able to buy the time to get what you need, you know, to find your answers and stuff.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget this too, but like Urborg makes it so like Maze, for example, can tap.
Taps for mana, yeah.
That lasts a little bit of mana sometimes.
We got a swamp.
Get Cloudpost, and then we'll get Eye of Ugin for next turn.
Oh wow! And this is very typical. Whenever I would play you, right, I would have a very fast start, like your opponent did, but then you just have so many different things that the depth player needs to interact with, which makes it tough, right?
Yeah, I just keep you on your toes, man.
Exactly.
So our like games, like we've played each other a ton. So I feel like I feel like I've won more of our games, but you win the more important ones. Don't you think that's like the case?
I think oftentimes that is the case, and like I think the times I'm not playing depths, like I remember there was a time where I played like Eldrazi or some other weird deck. I was able to get you, but
yeah,
I do. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the first time I met you was at that Champs, and you beat me with Eldrazi. I remember I showed until in a prime time, and you put like Endbringer in.
Yeah. Oh yes, and I was able to stop the prime time from ever attacking.
Hadley ended up owning.
Endbringer's so good.
Good shit.
And I think prior to that, we qualified, or like some of our qualifying matches for that was when we both top 8'd a Champs at what was it? Mesa Comics or Tempe Comics, where we were both playing Reanimator.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know you at the time, but like we were both like Reanimator decks, I think.
And the crazy part, we both had Japanese Reanimator decks.
Yeah.
It wasn't completely done. Like, and I think I had to hit you up like, hey, where did you get your Japanese Entombs? Because like they were hard to find.
Didn't I tell you to like just ask people on MKM?
Yep, that's exactly what I did.
Done that a couple times. So, all right.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. So how do you board in this matchup?
So looking at the things, I want Ballista for sure. Just to, like pick a like Confidant, like Safekeeper possibly.
Safekeeper. Okay.
I
think that that makes sense.
The only other thing that's like somewhat good is the Force of Vigors, like some number of them to kill their Pithing Needles.
Sure. But what are they gonna? So yeah, they could Pithing Needle your Karakas, your Maze. You do have Rec Sage.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There's not a lot of good options to bring in against depths here.
Sure. Well, I mean, your main board is pretty solid. I mean, you got all those 4 main board needles.
And then the maps, like, since there's good lands against depths, we want to keep the maps. Crop obviously is good. I think I'll just cut either Kozilek or a Prime Time.
Yeah. What is that land above Tabernacle in your sideboard?
Yeah, I don't think I've talked to you about this land since I started playing it.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of reaching to play this, but it's mostly for Doomsday. Just like we're hoping that they'll like draw their entire deck when they go to win with the whatchamacallit Oracle, and then just get them. It hasn't worked out yet, but the dream is to someday do it.
Got it. I like it. I like it.
Hey Leviathan, congrats, man. It's this Leviathan 102. He's a frequent viewer, and he actually played a Mono Green 12 Focus in the challenge today, and also top 8'd.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. All kinds of people crushing it today.
Converting people.
How does this opening hand look? Like, I mean, you could play the Cavern to cast the Reclaimer, but is that good enough?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this one. I kind of don't like Chasm being in hand here, but we're getting a Reclaimer there.
It's great for crop rotation, right?
Yeah, yeah.
A great crop rotation target.
Basically everything but the Chasm in hand is pretty good here. Yeah, I think this is worth keeping for sure.
Cool. I mean, you won game 1 easily with a mull to 5, so...
Yeah. No, I feel pretty confident about the depths matchup for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, let's keep... Let's think for a second. Leviathan, like, what did you play against top 8? Man, stupid needle. Yeah, I don't normally stream this late, but me and my friend Daniel Espinoza, has played on the Pro Tour. He's, I mean, we've been needing to do a co-stream for a while, and so we're both busy, so anytime we can, like, just get this in. Pretty excited to, play with somebody else streaming. There's a lot of chats. I like trying to keep focused on the game and...
Yeah.
But yeah, so Reclaimer first is like just the turn 1 play, so always do that. Not always, but like for the most part, in this matchup at least.
Yeah, Reclaimer is just like such a great card.
Yeah. I think Glimmerpost is coming down next turn, just to get us above 20, so that'll be another hurdle.
Exactly. And then you probably use Reclaimer's ability to get rid of the cavern to get, like a just. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we could get him with this.
I like that.
Yeah, so let's get this Glimmerpost, get the life total up there, and then.
Wow, so this is Leviathan's first Legacy tournament, and so when he top 8'd, pretty solid.
Yeah, that's insanely good, Leviathan. Congrats, man. And he played against Jake earlier too, and
and Swift.
yeah, so they both made top 8.
Nice.
All right, so we're getting rid of Cavern for sure here. I feel like probably just draw.
You just ramp, or what are you looking for here?
I think I want to just get Cloudpost here, just develop my mana. The other option is Forest. But there's no real need to Forest just yet.
Yeah, unfortunately, most of your utility lands that you would want to tutor for or crop for are in your hand.
Yeah, not the worst place for it. That always happens on Moto too.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we'll have mana to throw out this Needle too.
So you'll obviously, you would want a Needle Thespian stage, but then they'll just copy something else. So, is it worth playing Needle right now? Or do we just want to hit, their Ghost Quarter or something?
Yeah, let's do Ghost Quarter. I think that's just a good thing to have them have to answer.
Because then your Chasm is still good, your Karakas is good once you get rid of their Needles.
Yeah. Protect our land defenses.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, I was going to say how possible it is for them to just kill us right here.
Well, you're at 21.
Yeah.
So they can't kill you right here.
Nah.
Yeah, if they have crop rotation, they're going to take you down to 1,
Yeah.
But we'll see. If they are going to make it, they have to make it now, right? Otherwise, technically you could name Needle, or name the stage if they don't do anything.
Yeah.
Which isn't terrible. And you've not played a land yet, so if they do make it now, you could play Karakas for your land, and then in their upkeep, force their Needle and boom, bounce them.
Yeah. So do you think this Karakas, should I just hold it in hand for as long as possible, until they see my hand at least, sandbag it?
I think that I don't know. So I like the idea of playing it. I don't know. You probably, if they don't make the token now, then you play just Glimmerpost, right?
Yeah. Ooh.
And then next turn okay. So let's see what they do.
Oh, they're making it buy you their stage. Okay.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Let's say Ghost Quarter then.
Do you remember back in the simpler times when you could just name Wasteland or Ghost Quarter, and now we live in the era where you always have to name Oko in a lot of matchups first?
Those are the days when you didn't have to worry about fucking Oko.
Turning your Needle into an elk.
God. So I was thinking earlier, it's I was going to ask you, what, deck archetype do you just, hate seeing the most? Which one do you just groan when, you realize your opponent's on it? And, I was thinking what I would say, but I don't know if I can narrow it down to a deck. But I just hate playing against the card Oko. I'm so tired of, seeing it.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I don't enjoy playing against Oko. Uro's not that fun either, but, yeah, if you just can't answer an Oko, it's just game over.
Yeah. It shows up so often too.
Yeah, so I would say the Rug Delver decks I'm not the biggest fan of, or the 4-color Snow decks, and those are essentially just the Oko Uro decks.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got prime time here. No green mana though.
Nah. All right. So I think this next turn, I feel like we're in a really good spot. I'm not too worried.
Yeah, you're over 20 life, you have access to Karakas, you have the Chasm.
Just the longer this goes, the farther behind they're going to get.
Yeah, I think your deck is better in the long game.
Yeah. Hopefully they just go for it now and then try and get him.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just hope they don't have Not of This World.
Yeah. I didn't even make it. I forget if I sided out Kozilek or the third prime time. Kozilek. Okay. Yeah, can't do anything.
Unfortunately, the Inquisition does not take Force of Vigor.
Go 4 mana card.
So now they know that you can, at least on their turn, remove the needle on Karakas. So like that, element of surprise is gone.
Yeah. So knowing that, I kind of want to trade Karakas for. I know Green Sun's gone now too.
Do you really want to get rid of Karakas though? I still think it's great.
Yeah, I should still keep it around. I was thinking if they hadn't taken Green Sun, I would just go get it now and put it away. But we'll keep Karakas.
So what do you get rid of?
Definitely the Glimmerpost.
Okay.
And if nothing else, you might as well just get another Cloudpost.
That makes sense. Then you have 9. It could be ACs. Haha. Your opponent, yeah. If it was Thoughtseize, it'd probably be a little bit better.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not a huge fan of Inquisition over Duress in the depths lists, because there are important non-creature spells over CMC that you do care about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I always thought yeah.
Alright, we're going up to 28 life. This is in a bad spot. So you have access to, 13 mana right now?
Yeah.
So do we just go for Eye of Ugin next turn?
Yeah, we're going to trade Glimmerpost for Eye, and then we can work towards... If we don't get another land, we could just go to Ulamog. But if we draw a land next turn, then we can sack that one, make it another Cloudpost, and be at Emrakul mana.
Sure.
But we're going back to what you were saying about Inquisition and Duress. I always thought Inquisition wasn't that great in Legacy, just not hitting Force of Will.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I totally agree. Or seeing a Jace the Mind Sculptor, it's I do not want them to have that card,
Yeah.
And even in when I used to play Modern back in the day, anytime I'd play Scape Shift, I think they're packing it in, man. 13 manas, I think it's done.
Yeah. They're just too far behind now.
Oh, yeah. And you have answers to their stuff. If they could get rid of the Force of Vigor, they might have had a better chance, but that Inquisition just wasn't good enough.
No. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's back in Modern, I would play Jund, way back in the day when it was, I think, a good deck, and I obviously ran Thoughtseize and Inquisition, and every time I played Scape Shift, my hand disruption would be Inquisition and not Thoughtseize, and I'd see the Scape Shift in their hand and just know, cool, I'm just dead, I can't take this.
That's so frustrating.
I'm a huge fan of Duress over Inquisition, so but I think it's personal preference.
I would be inclined to play Duress over that too.
Yeah. Because there's not too many creatures you want to take or you need to take in a depths build,
Yeah.
So Duress, I think, is just better. All right, so we're off to a good start, 2-0.
Yeah.
And even game 1, you mulled to 5 on the play, and you made it look very easy.
I never felt like we were in danger really much that game.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see how game 1 and game 2 played out very similar, right? You got your kind of protective, your answers to them in play, and then you just slowly turn over turn, built out what you needed to get your answer or your win con.
Yeah. And that was just Reclaimer was a stud both those games.
Yep. Reclaimer's an amazing card.
Man, I was so
good in the storm matchups, the dredge matchups where you can instant speed hit their graveyard with a bog.
Yeah. Anytime crop rotation would be good, Reclaimer is usually also good.
Yep.
And I feel so stupid for doubting Reclaimer for so long.
Yeah, Reclaimer is great. And here we have a turn 1 Reclaimer. Do you keep this hand though? I know it's light on mana, and this is one of those decks where you want to hit your land drops, right?
Yeah. The main issue I have with this hand is it is light on lands, but
sure.
I think between the turn 1 Reclaimer and also for the Cloudpost, we'll have Needle as our turn 2 play for a measure of defense. So I think that makes it worth it.
Sounds good.
I'd rather this be in the deck than something else, but you can't win them all.
Oh, not have Ramunap in hand?
Yeah.
But if you get one more land, you could just start recycling your Misty and hit your land drops.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely. Yeah, I didn't even think, but yeah, we just happened to have the one fetch land in hand instead of just a forest, which is actually yeah. But what I was saying is I was so skeptical of Reclaimer at first. I was being pessimistic, I guess, because I was thinking oh, you have to rely on a creature to not die. It's gonna be impossible. But what I didn't realize is that if they can't answer Reclaimer, it just wins the game on its own.
Oh yeah, it's insane. It's a recursive crop rotation. that, you know, I don't know, like a lot of times you hold your crop rotation in hand for the right moment, and like Thought Seize and stuff just takes it. So
Yeah.
Reclaimer's great. It plays on the board.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so I'm assuming this is probably a good matchup for us based off of what we've seen so far, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's probably some control like Snowco deck.
Nice. So we're probably going to shift to Karakas with Reclaimer end of turn, right?
Yeah, yeah. I was happy we drew an untapped land there.
Yup.
This also might be like... Doesn't the... No, Omnitel doesn't run Astrolabe, does it?
There are some builds that have been popping up that run Astrolabe.
This makes me skeptical. 2 islands.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I still would be leaning to like a snow deck, like a Snowco deck, but we'll see.
Yeah,
If we see Preordain, then we're likely leaning more towards like a sneak and show deck, a combo deck.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Bant Omni, it's true. I think I'm still getting rid of this Karakas now, though. Just the unfortunate thing is, like, if this ends up being Omnitel, Karakas is definitely,
you
like...
can just use Ramunap to get the Karakas back.
Yeah, yeah. Alright.
I think you probably wouldn't want to play the Ramunap until you can bring a land back, right? So you wouldn't want to play it this turn and have it die.
Exactly, yeah.
Cool.
Alright, let's just hope that they're just a control deck. And get this Needle naming Oko out. Because I feel like we're not winning against Omnitel anyway, so...
Sure.
Might as well shore up the... When you see, like, their control, like, type blue deck like this, you just always name Oko first thing with Needle.
Yep.
You know the drill.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see, but I think it's an Oko deck, so I think we're in a good spot.
Me too. I refuse to believe that we're gonna get show and telled out. So, have you been playing much Modo, SV?
Yeah. As you know, like I play a lot of Dark Depths, I play a lot of Blue Green Omnitel, but last week I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna stop playing the hard battle and I'm gonna play some Snowco. So I played a couple leagues with 4-color Snowco, and it's just such a good deck. It's boring though, like I don't enjoy playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I play that deck, I don't feel like worried or like I don't know, when I play Omni, I'm like, oh my god, like is my matchup just gonna blow me out? You know, I'm gonna get made show and tell or whatever. With Snowco, you just have answers to everything.
You just have like everything covered. If you look at like a Snowco list, it's like the perfect example of just like a good stuff deck.
It is. It's so good, and it answers everything. It's what Jund Modern would want to be. It literally answers everything.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. What Jund would like.
Oh man, Zion's played against Sneak and Show and Tell, and they threw it. He had the Croson grip for the Omni, so
that's so nasty.
Wow.
Isn't that so nice when you get to like just sneak it past him? K-grip that shit.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I lost to this. I lost to Omnitel as one of my rounds in the challenge today.
Okay. So, and I love that deck a lot, but I feel if... oh, wow, there we go. If Veil gets banned, I think the deck will be so much worse than it already is.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, like, that's like the reason they're running green, right?
Oh, amazing. It's incredible. And then, again, you have access to your new favorite card, Carpet of Flowers.
Yeah. Real carpet. I'm just, like, gonna...
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're getting a Titan right now.
Just gonna start slamming.
Yeah, right. They can't counter everything, right? And eventually you could get another. Oh, you only run one Cavern, I think, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say because you can always Cavern Eldrazi, but you can get the Cavern back with Ramunap Excavator.
Yeah, yeah. We might. Let's look. It's like it's getting countered.
Yeah, I think it's probably being countered as well. A little Force of Negation. Oh, Quaddle. Okay, so maybe they're just digging for something.
Come on. Please, please, please. Alright, I guess that's kind of to be expected. So next turn, hopefully we just draw a land, and if we do that... Nah, this makes me think Omni now. Kind of, if we live this to have another turn, I think I'm just slamming Ulamog.
Okay. Yeah, it kind of looks like Omni now.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
Ooh.
They're white mana. Are they casting like Teferi or something? Oh my gosh. So yeah, I think Ulamog is definitely the move here.
Yeah, yeah.
You just get rid of Teferi.
You think
regardless.
so? I'm kind of thinking like the lands could like cut them off of options too, though.
That's not a bad idea.
Just hope they like miss their 5th land drop. Man, this is like kind of like Veil of Summer. Just you can throw it in with combo decks, make any combo deck good.
So good.
Ooh, it's good. Yeah, I'm gonna hit some lands. So let's just slam him, and then we'll play Reclaimer as well.
Nice. And then we just blow up Trop in an island.
Yeah. Big stuff.
Got him.
I still feel like pretty uncomfortable about this spot.
Yeah, it's like the unknown, right? Like, because this still very much looks like that Bant Omni deck.
Yeah, yeah. Do you always play snow-covered basics, SV?
Yeah, because the Omni decks play the Quaddles as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You gotta turn on that touch.
How do you feel about like playing them just like mind games people? Just in like any deck?
A lot of decks do that, right? So like Storm plays the snow-covered basics, or like I think it gets you a few advantage points, and I know Depths plays snow-covered basics when there's really no benefit to him now that we don't run into the north anymore.
Yeah. I think it's just and usually Depths. Okay. Yeah, it's smart. I mean.
So we're eating up their resources at least, right? They're down to 3 cards.
Yeah, yeah. Just trying to make the most of my mana there.
We still have the Needle on Oko, so we're in a good spot there.
Yeah. Man. So next turn, I think I'm going to lead with Excavator. And that's mostly just to make our land drop.
Yeah, because I think you can still then cast the GSE, right? Oh,
yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's get this out here. Just trying to think if I use this Reclaimer right now. Yeah, I think I can actually get more efficient mana if I do that. And also I can keep my Reclaimer at 3/4, which maybe it's not relevant. No, let's do this.
I don't think that matters because of the Death Cut Touch Flyer, but I like the idea of making more mana.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, you pitch away the forest, so you get another Cloudpost, so you have a ton more mana.
Yeah, yeah. Caleb. More Cloudposts. Yeah, and this will allow us to Excavator, hopefully get a land drop, and then just slam for prime time.
So what land do we bring back?
Let's get
Misty
Karakas, I think.
Okay.
Most potentially relevant.
Sure. Oh yeah, and then you have and then you still have enough mana to GSC for the big guy.
Even if they play like Omni, we might be able to survive with enough permanence in life at this point.
Sure.
Let's see if I gain.
So what lands do you get here?
I want to get I think Eye of Ugin and Glimmerpost.
Okay.
Glimmerpost, like just getting. If we get 5 life, we'll be at 23, which is out of range of an Emrakul plus a Gristlebrand swing.
Sure.
Could be relevant. But mostly...
Well, they only have cards in hand, so I mean, there's only so much they could have if they have Show and Tell.
Yeah, yeah.
Because then, so then next turn, right, you can Eye for Grizzlebrand and cast him, right?
Yeah, yeah. We'll be able to Emrakul next turn. We'll just put him under the gun.
And then you have the Karakas to bounce him to just finish the game.
Yeah, they need to win this next turn, or we got it.
Nice.
Coming for blood.
Right.
Man. Yeah, we might be able to survive, like, if they do get an Emrakul swing off. We get rid of these two. This. 4. Excuse me, 4. 2 more things. I don't know. Hopefully they just don't win.
Yeah, let's just hope they do nothing.
It's okay, Caleb. You'll have more fun playing Post. Like Infect, I don't know, I feel like I'd be really bad at that deck. It just seems so, like, difficult and, like, punishing if you mess up.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's a deck's kind of in the same vein as this, whereas, like, you need to know what hands to keep, you know how you're prioritizing, like, the cards you tutor for and stuff. It's one of those decks, like, there's not a ton of threats, so you need to, like, prioritize them as well as when you're going to use your, like, pump spells and all that fun stuff, so... Yeah,
that's true.
Nuances of the deck, and then you become a master. But so you got Caleb, you got a bunch of people. You have like a little cult of 12 post players these days, man.
Oh yeah, we have our following now. We got Caleb, all the Leviathans, a common guest here.
Nice.
Yeah.
So they played Jace. So I assume they're probably unless there are Bantless playing Jace, but I think we're playing a control deck now.
Yeah.
Just control.
Yeah, I think you're right. We win anyway. Like.
Yeah. Because I've seen Teferi, and I've played Teferi in some of the Omni decks or some of the Show and Tell decks, but I've never seen Jace in it. So you're probably in a good spot here.
Yeah, I think you're
for
right.
The rest of the match, right? Like, we'd rather play control than Omni Show this match.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. This definitely looks like some control deck.
Yeah.
If they were trying to like psych me out, like that was pretty good. And one time at like a GP or like an SCG, this was like a couple years ago, this one opponent was like, his first like 4 turns was only like Volcanics and Underground Seas and just cantripping. So I was like, oh god, it's probably like Ant or something. And then turn 4 he played a Jace, and he ended up being like Grixis control.
Oh wow.
Oh man, I was so happy to see that. It's like, I can't believe he like just didn't happen to play like anything else.
Jeez.
I mean, like, you can, like, psych people out like that sometimes.
Yeah.
This doesn't really even matter. Let's get a couple more Cloudposts, I guess. Seven posts.
So you have over 30 mana.
Damn it, I skipped through the turn. Yeah.
Oh no.
I got too excited with oh, okay. It probably just doesn't even matter. But that was definitely a punt.
Yeah, because you would have won already.
Yeah. I don't know, like I didn't even F6, I just F2'd. Oh well. We can even just get Ulamog if they back to basics. Oh, the challenge sucked in Exit. I started 3-0, so that was good. Then I lost the next 3. Let's see, there was a Ninjas, the one of the rounds, a Hogak deck, something else, and then I lost to a Rug Delver, lost to Blue-Red Delver, and then that's like, the second loss is like the Buzzkill. And after that, I lost to Blue-Green Omnitel.
Jeez.
And then we got like we were gifted a Snowco deck the last round. Let's try and make me feel better. Yeah. Which I still punted like one of the games, but we still pulled it off.
Still won. Thanks. So knowing, and again, like so, like Miracles, like I think historically is like one of Paul Post's best matchups.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That they have Terminus. Do we only cast Emrakul if we have Karakas to bounce him in response? You know, to avoid the Terminus on our turn, or does that change anything? I guess is what I'm asking in how we do our Emrakul plays.
Pretty much like if I have the mana to be able to get Emrakul, or you should always go for Emrakul if you can.
Sure.
Like one of the few situations where you could lose your Emrakul is if like Council's Judgment can answer it if they survive a turn.
Yeah.
Then like against control matchups, like that could be relevant. Like if you lose your Emrakul, Emrakul's like the most untouchable in condition.
Gotcha. Yeah, and with Teferi, they can instant speed the Council's Judgment, so...
Yeah. This is like the key card for pretty much any blue control matchup. Like
the Eye of Ugin.
Yeah, just an uncounterable stream of Eldrazi.
Guys, yeah.
Man, I'm always like pissed when I do like misclick punts though. I shouldn't have even attacked with Prime Time. Like there's no need to. But now I'll just win.
Alright, now we activate the Eye.
Yeah. Emrakul. One of the keys on Moto is to tap your lands so that you don't have to do this and click the mana. God, don't you hate this? It's like, what other mana would I use?
Right? This is the mana I'm using to cast this spell.
Yeah. I just won't do anything else. Just continuous Emrakuls.
Yeah.
Just to speed this up.
So, like, what if they're going for the instant speed Council's Judgment? But with Karakas, unfortunately, so...
Yeah,
we just bounce it and recast him again. Okay, so they're going to put Terminus on top and Brainstorm into it, right?
Yeah. They can even...
you can cast him again and have 2 Time Walk turns.
Yeah. They can even put it in the bottom of the deck and we'll just search it up again, too.
That's fair.
They're screwed either way.
Yeah.
And they're at 15, too, so they have to just do it now.
Yeah, they definitely want to do it before the Annihilator triggers.
Do they not realize, like... I don't know why they're...
So,
like...
at this point, you just bounce him with Karakas and then recast him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes this, like, messes me up, too. Like, they reveal the Miracle, and then we would put it on the stack itself. Like, this is just the Miracle trigger. And then when they go to cast it, then I'll do Karakas. If I was going to play optimally there, like we had Eye of Ugin untapped last turn, and I could have searched up, like, Kozilek, too.
Sure.
But it's over. They were, like, in the tank for so long, too.
Well, I see that they did disconnect from the game, and then they had to reconnect, so they may have got knocked off.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, this is helpful to have you here to, like, read this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, Demonic or Caleb, they can't do anything, because it's the inevitability piece of this deck now, where it's just endless Emrakuls.
It's like the ultimate win condition of the deck.
Maybe they didn't notice, maybe they didn't realize it, but they realized what was up now, and they conceded once you bounced him.
We're introducing them to it for the first time.
Right. So what do we bring in this matchup?
The main thing...
Carpet?
The most... Back to Basics is the most threatening thing, for sure. So I'm bringing the Forces. And then some number of Carpets, which are also helpful against Back to Basics, but I think I'd rather have the Forces. So, yeah, so definitely these 5. And then the rest will fill up with Carpets. So we look at CU... A good place to start for siding out is just like lands, like singleton lands that would be bad.
Bog. I mean, Bog's not bad against Mystical Sanctuary, but I don't think that matters, right?
Yeah, it's not like relevant enough. Like I'd rather have like Force of Vigors over that.
Sure.
And like same thing with like Maze of Ith. Like there could be a spot where you're like getting beat down by, I don't know, whatever, but
it's probably not great in this matchup.
Yeah. We have Glacial Chasm as our like panic button if we need something like that anyway.
Sure. I mean, okay, so let me ask you this. Like, when I play Dark Depths, there will be times where I'll cut some number of Elvish Reclaimers just because of swords and bolts. Do you ever cut any of those, or it looks like you're taking out the crop rotations instead?
Yeah. I usually don't cut the Reclaimers. The only time I'll cut some of those is when I'm like against Delver, expecting a lot of creature hate, and I'm just going to try and rely on these Carpets.
Okay.
But I like just throwing it out there. Reclaimer like on turn 1 or 2, if they don't answer it, could get us like our first Cloudpost, which could be really relevant, or search up Eye of Ugin. So yeah, I'll still keep them around. They can also pressure like Planeswalkers.
Sure. And Leviathan asked, what matchups do you like Ballista against?
Anything that's going wide, the small creatures, and also anything with planeswalkers. It's just yeah, it's essentially just another threat. And against like control heavy, like blue heavy control decks, you just want like to up the number of threats as much as possible.
Alright.
Oh yeah, and with
pretty big ballistas with this deck.
Nah, this one, it's not the biggest ballistas you could ever do with 12 posts. Like if we had candles, we could like be in the hundreds of mana.
Oh my god.
We can't do that with this list.
Sure. Alright.
I
think you're light on lands, but I think this looks like a solid hand.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna keep this.
And I think you probably want to sandbag the carpet a little bit, right?
I'd be down to just jam it turn 1. Because if
Reclaimer?
Yeah, because if carpet resolves, then we can also play Reclaimer that turn.
Oh yeah, they're on the play. So yeah, that makes sense. I just know when with the Snoko decks, they could just always fetch their non-islands and use the whatchamacallit, the Astrolabe to make the blue mana they need.
Yeah. But
hey, there we go. So we get turn 1 carpet, turn 1 Reclaimer.
They helped us out. Yeah, if they're like they have a heads up on this, they can just like purposely fetch less islands.
Yep.
But I was gonna say, I feel like that's usually probably their most typical basic to fetch up anyway.
Sure.
It's really good.
See, and that's one of the reasons why I hate what is it, Astrolabe, because like choke just isn't very good these days against the blue decks now, because they could just get their planes and make blue mana with an Astrolabe.
Yeah. I actually kind of like Astrolabe. It weakens Wasteland.
Yes. Oh yeah, because you hate Wasteland, so you want to see as little Wasteland as possible in the meta.
Anything that weakens that card.
Right. And then, so I mean, it looks like we just start playing the Cloudposts, and then, I mean, do we just want to ramp into Ulamog, or time on turn 3?
Yeah, if this lives long enough, we could spend an activation getting Cavern, and just guarantee the prime time. Ooh.
Sure.
But another thing that's good about Carpet is this next turn we'll have 2 mana to be able to at least get a use out of this Reclaimer.
Oh yeah, activate the Reclaimer. Good call.
Yeah. And this will just be our green mana from here on out.
Carpet?
Yeah. Or at least 1 green mana. I kind of just like moving towards Ulamog here.
Yeah. I think that's not a bad strategy. Is what? Like how fast we can get a Ulamog turn 3, 4?
I don't really think that far ahead yet.
Pretty soon though, we can get an Ulamog pretty quickly.
Yeah, probably turn 4, I'm guessing.
Sure.
Maybe, I don't know.
The carpet mana does help out, so.
I love carpet. I've kind of been wanting to play, like, just for years, a full set of carpets. I just never really justify it before.
But now's that time. Now is the time for carpet.
It's the age of carpet.
Right. So if they play... No, we're still not off. Yeah, so I mean, hey, I'm not going to complain about a turn 4 Ulamog, man.
Nah, I'm always okay with that.
Right.
And this means they're not going to back to basics, too. Just the thing I was, like, most worried about.
Yeah, no, I think you're in a really good spot here. They're basically wasting this, spending this turn casting Terminus. Oh, more carpet mana, thank you.
And when we Ulamog, we should hit the basics.
We have 8 mana now. Do we cast Prime Time?
Or
do we not want to tap our lands for the fear of
back to basics? Yeah, I like being safe and just not tapping the post yet.
Okay.
We can throw out these needles though. Safely.
I like needles. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like, they're not pressuring us at all. They have nothing committed to the board, so it's not like you need to risk the potential Ulamog at the cost of Primeval Titan,
Exactly. Yeah, they say, like, if you're ahead, just, like, think about, like, oh, yeah, what could I lose from here?
Sure.
Or if you're behind, like, how could I win from here? It's, like, the thing to ask yourself.
Exactly. Do we want to cast the other needle now?
Yeah, we could just say Teferi.
Astrolabe would Needle because it's like a mana ability, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can't.
Yeah, that does not work.
Did,
so,
did we see a forest last game? I don't remember if we did.
From them, I don't think so. No, I think we just saw islands and plains.
And this kind of suggests like just blue-white, I believe, too. So we can we can say Teferi with the second one. We saw both those cards.
Because even Oko's not a big deal.
Yeah.
If they get an Oko, Ulamog will exile him.
Yeah. If there's any threat of Oko, just always name Oko.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, Demonic. Needle is such a great card.
No, Jake was definitely right. He did play Codal.
Oh, yeah, he did play Coddle, but he played it with Astrolabe, right? So.
Yeah. Let's just hope there's no Oko. I feel like
I mean, let's be real. This deck is gonna have Oko in it, so I think we maybe should have named Oko with one of the needles.
Yeah.
Scary, so.
Yeah, I definitely think we should have. Thinking back on it now.
All right.
It's too late now, but oh well.
Maybe. Oh yeah. So. Okay, so we cast Ulamog this turn. Do we just want to attack their lands again?
Yeah. Let's take them off mana. I'll so you get 3 from this. We can keep 1 Cloudpost untapped and just play this forest.
Sure. And hear me out here. This is probably not correct, but do we want to hit the Astrolabe and limit them to just blue and white mana, or do we don't care, right? We just unhit their lands.
That's actually a pretty good. I kind of like taking them off green, actually. Just
so
like,
do we take?
Thinking this and the plains, maybe.
I like that.
Because I don't want to hit the Tundra, because I want a back to basics to be as punishing as possible for him.
Exactly. And the Tundra keeps giving you carpet mana.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. I wasn't even thinking of that, but that's like more relevant.
Yeah, right.
And we lead on Ulamog instead of Prime Time, because I'd rather this get countered, since we get the cast trigger. I'm really not worried at all. I should probably like be playing more carefully. Yeah, you're definitely right, Jake. They definitely had Quaddle game 1. I feel like Terminus, like, the few times I've seen this card still, it's usually been like just blue-white.
Yeah, and you know what? I think maybe hitting the Tundra would have been better because it allows them to fetch for Mystical Sanctuary.
Oh, yeah.
They cycle the Terminus, so yeah, they definitely can do that next turn unless they have a cantrip now. Or no, in your upkeep.
Yeah. Man.
Still, even if they do Terminus, I think you're like in such a good spot. Oh, there it is. There's Oko.
Everything's so punished. Yeah, I should have just needled it. It's okay.
But if we get Karakas, we could just bounce Ulamog and cast him again, right?
Yeah. He's still legendary. Ooh, another carpet.
Yeah, so the rule of thumb... Oh my god, you're going to have so much mana. Every needle always needs to name Oko. The first needle's always on Oko.
Yeah. That should just be like the religious rule.
The rule of thumb. Kind of like back in the day when you would always blind needle Wasteland just because.
Yeah, that was like, exactly. I'm just going to lead with Once Upon a Time. Let's see what we find. Ooh, Kozilek. Definitely taking that.
Yes.
And I'll also play this carpet, so we might have another fresh 4 mana post combat.
Yeah.
And these carpets are adding more than our Cloudposts.
That's insane. Yeah, the carpets give you 4 fucking mana. That's amazing. So you could literally cast Emrakul if you had him.
Yeah. 9. I think we would be 1 short. Yeah.
Sure.
Next turn, though, for sure.
Okay. And then, so what is the play post-combat? Do we want to cast Prime Time to get Karakas? Or, like, what do we want to do here?
I just want to get the guaranteed 4 cards from Kozilek.
So you just want to cast Kozilek and draw cards.
Yeah, yeah.
Makes sense.
We also haven't played our land drop yet, so we could get a good land too. I'm just gonna use the carpet mana here. Okay. Another forest, no, whatever.
Not as exciting, but I mean, I think we're fine, right?
Yeah, we'll be okay. Yeah, just Reclaimer. I don't want to tap out the Cloudpost. I mean, the carpets probably have us covered anyway.
Yeah, the carpet. You have so much. You have mana every turn from the carpets.
Yeah. Even despite this, I'm not worried.
Yeah, not naming Oko was a pretty big punt, but whatever.
Yeah.
I think he's still gonna win this one.
Yeah, there's so just like no risk to naming Oko. It's okay. Wonder what's going to become an elk. This one too, or
Kozilek is going to become an elk.
I've sometimes have beaten like an Oko just by going like aggro on them now. If they make too many things elk. That's so funny.
Okay. Reclaimer, I assume?
Yeah, I bet so. No, that's smart.
Eye of Ugin, okay, alright. That's not a bad call.
Good thing we have those Force of Vigors.
Yes.
And our Rec Sage. God, look at all this mana.
Oh, wow.
I like just slamming stuff now, just trying to answer thing.
Right, they have 3 cards in hand. Like, we're in such a good spot. Like, and here's, I don't know about you, but I like the line of prime time to get Karakas to start bouncing your Ulamogs and Kozileks to recur them.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do that. And then also Eye of Ugin, so once this is done.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, the Ulamog, when you recast him, it's going to hit the Pithing Needle, and then you got your boy.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, like, your carpets are going to pay for the prime time this turn. You don't even have to tap a land.
That's so nice.
And you could use the leftover mana from the carpet to activate Reclaimer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And you get, attempt to get, whatchamacallit, Rec Sage. Answer this needle.
Oh yeah.
Need to do that at some point.
Oh, wow, yes. So do you just get Karakas Eye here?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like where your head's at with these, bouncing these Eldrazi.
Yeah, dude, just bounce them and recast them, man.
Also this.
And then, I mean, honestly, you have the Elks. Yeah, you can. So they might have a Quaddle, but I don't think that matters at all. Like, who cares?
Meh, yeah.
That's it. All right.
No, that's such a stupid like needle too.
Right? Like we made a pretty big punt here by not needling Oko, but it didn't even matter.
I love that. Just like nothing they can do about it.
Right? Oh, dang. Yeah, it seemed like everything they did, it just didn't matter because there was something else they would have to answer the next turn, or else they just get buried.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me, like, playing against Miracles. You know that Batman movie where Bane is in it, and the first time Bane fights Batman, he's just like, nothing Batman does matters. I feel like I'm...
You're Bane, and then Miracles is Batman?
Yeah, that's how I've always pictured that, kind of like matchup.
I like it.
Stop.
And I think this is the 3rd match in a row where we have a turn 1 Reclaimer.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this list is so consistent at getting Reclaimer out. Between the Green Suns and Once Upon a Time.
Sure. It's so crazy to see how much this deck has evolved over the years. Because I remember the old Simic build you used to play where you're show and telling in Primeval Titans, and then you're ramping into your, Eldrazi.
Yeah, yeah. There's like the Karn and Golos for a while.
Yeah. Is Golos just not good enough for the deck anymore, or better things to be doing?
I think it's could be stuffed in somewhere. It just it just doesn't match up well with like Green Sun and what this deck has going.
Okay.
I mean, it's like it could probably be a decent like one of to eye for, but
sure. Well, so like seeing your list today, it is interesting that you're playing 2 main board Rec Sages. I'm going to assume that's kind of newer tech, or I've just been in the dark with 12 posts for a while.
I think there's just one main deck Rec Sage.
Oh, it's one main board? Okay.
The other card you're pricing is Excavator.
Gotcha. Yeah. So right now we're either bluffing Dark Depths or maybe Elves.
Yeah. Yeah, we're like... I guess, yeah, that would be a Depths start, huh?
Yeah.
Man.
So I think we're playing Rug Delver.
Yeah.
This is a good one, though, right? Or it can be, right?
It can be. It's been kind of rough for me recently. I mean, this is why we have the carpets. It gets way better post-board.
Sure.
I just have to throw needles out here. There's no option to play around days.
Yeah, because, both of your lands come into play tap, so it doesn't matter.
And so this is like a dilemma I always have against Rug Delver. Whether you want to name Oko or Wasteland. Like, considering where we're at right now at this stage of the game, I think we do Wasteland. And also because we have the Needle.
Yeah, I mean, you have the Cloudpost coming up, but I think, that's a good question to ask, right? Like, do you care more about Wasteland or Oko in this position? And with only 2 lands, I think Wasteland is probably worse, right? And then next turn, you can cast the other Needle on Oko, and you're probably fine.
Yeah. Yeah, considering we have, like, a second one, I like naming Wasteland there. But that's just, like the question now in this matchup. Yeah. I miss when you could just, like, blind name Wasteland, and that was just always right.
Mm-hmm.
Because Oko, if you don't name it, then it'll answer this one later, too.
Which turns on their Wasteland. So, like, I like this play. And the next turn, we'll be able to play around Spell Pierce with the second Needle.
Yeah.
If they have, I mean, Force of Will is the only thing that stops the Needle.
Yeah. At least if they're playing Oko turn 3, that means we haven't been Wastelanded that game.
Yup. Maybe we're going to get a Hooting Mandrills.
Oh, yeah, I bet so.
I think we're getting a Hooting Mandrills right here.
Have you ever...
That's the other crazy thing about this deck. Like, they have the Delver. They have and this is turn 3, right? They got 7 power on board if they're dropping a Mandrills. That's, like, really good. That's a Ponder, so we're good.
Have you played this deck at all, SV? Rug Delver?
Have I played Rug Delver?
Yeah.
I built it in paper a little while ago, but I mean, obviously we're not playing much paper, so I've played it a few times with the guys when they come over. I haven't played it online in a bit because it's just, again, it's not I don't enjoy playing Rug Delver decks, so.
You don't want to be like half the other people on Moto?
So if I'm going to play one of those tier 1 decks, I believe that 4-color Snoko is more my style, so.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, you're more like of a... I put you as like a control player more than an aggro player, for sure.
Yeah. Alright, so we've got Needles for days.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no... Yeah, I'll just use our colorless.
I need to play Infect. I don't know about that. I like attacking with giant creatures, man. Come on. Not little baby creatures. I guess they do get big, but...
Yeah, I was really hoping they'd force that.
The Needle?
Yeah. Just eat a force there. I'm pretty sure Rug Delver doesn't have any artifact removal game 1, do they? Other than Oko.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think any of them play a Braid anymore main board, so I think the Needles are here to stay. But we do need to find some action.
Yeah. It runs through the gun now. Could just name like a fetch land, I guess. For lack of anything better.
Yeah. So they played Polluted Delta and Flooded Strand, so maybe...
Tarn, probably.
Tarn or Trop.
Yeah, one of their... Yeah, I have no idea. I guess they're always just searching blue.
So Dursa asks, what do we think about blue-black ninjas right now? I know you played against it earlier today, right?
Yeah. I think the deck's sweet. I would play it if we had, like, local things to, like, mess around with decks at.
Yeah. Okay, there it is. There's the Wasteland.
The deck is definitely... Ninjas is definitely legit, though.
Did you play against the build with, what is it, the Thopter Automaton... The artifact that turns the Ornithopters into 4/4s?
Yeah. Okay. It had, what was I saying? Yeah, it had that, and it had, it was running, like, Liliana of the Veil, which is, like, really weird.
Wow, in ninjas, that's interesting. I've not seen Liliana in Legacy in a very long time.
Yeah, I was surprised too. So I think this turn I feel like they have to have a counter. So let's just fire off this to try and hit Excavator.
Okay.
I don't mind playing the Chasm, and then we can just play it back if the Excavator happens.
Sure.
I'm mostly just doing this to get through counter spells. Yeah. And if this does happen, then we'll just...
Bug ninja with Oko, God. Every day. Oko's everywhere, man. Oko's in Infact and Ninjas. It's just everywhere.
I saw it in Dredge, too. Alright, that's good.
Oh my god. So that's good. We want that, right? They're down to 2 cards.
Yeah. Let's just...
Ideally, next turn we want to be able to cast Prime Time, right? Because then I think we're in a pretty safe spot there.
Yeah. I mean, they did what we wanted them to do. Just use a Force.
Sure. I hate Dreadhorde so much, man.
I don't like it either.
It's going to help them just run away with this game. So we need to get something going quickly.
If they have a Bolt, we're going to take 7 damage from this alone. Like, that's crazy to me.
Ridiculous.
It kills 2 Reclaimers. It kills a Prime Time by itself. Do you think this card should be banned, SV?
I don't think so. I think Oko should probably be dealt with before Dreadhorde. And I think Oko would make Rug Delver a little powered down just enough. But I like Dreadhorde in the deck. It's really good. Don't get me wrong. But I think Oko is just... It allows Rug Delver to play on a angle that it has never had, right? Oko, it's never had life gain, right? It's never been able to kind of answer chalices and stuff, game 1. And it also allows it to go a lot longer into the match, so.
Yeah.
I think Oko is the offender here. Oh god, double Dreadhorde.
Yes, that's what I was hoping for. What's a slam? Oh, we don't have the mana. Alright, we might be dead. I was thinking this was a green sun for whatever reason.
Alright, damn it.
Well, if we take 5, we'll be at 8, and then her player... Actually, that's probably the right line anyway, because I don't really want to lose any of these other 3 lands. But I feel like, banning anything other than Oko while leaving Oko seems like it would just be so wrong.
Right? I say you ban Oko and then see how things kind of shape up, and then you can kind of go from there. But Oko is just so insane.
Yeah. I see it so often. Yeah, I saw it in Dredge.
I can't believe was it a Hogak deck or just straight Dredge?
It was just straight Dredge, classic Dredge.
Well, that's back in the day. So I remember in Modern when Treasure Cruise came out and Dig Through Time, Burn was playing blue so they could Treasure Cruise for more burn.
Yeah, I remember that.
And when you see stuff like that happening, I think that tells you that the card is just straight busted.
Yeah. That was the birth of that.
Not long to this world, right?
No. That was when Blue Red Delver was the shit, I remember.
Yeah, in Legacy it was just insane.
Just an Ancestral Recall, basically.
God, it's so good though. Oko and LED Dredge. Wow.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Alright, so they can do some damage now, but we're not dead, right? Because you have the Glacial Chasm.
Yeah, we're likely gonna play this Chasm this turn. We're dead to Bolt if we do nothing else. But we definitely leave this once upon a time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, Cavern I think would be the best thing to find here if this doesn't get countered. Because then I would play Chasm, we get rid of this Glimmerpost. Okay. That makes it easy. I just like doing this now.
Oko, nice.
We'll have 2 more turns to live. So maybe we'll draw a forest, or maybe we'll get a chance to cast this Prime Time.
Because if Prime Time, if we cast Prime Time, then the next turn we're casting Emrakul, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I like it.
Probably. I didn't think that through exactly, but
sure.
It's very likely. The one thing I know is that we're not going to have any Elks this game. Hey, Gary.
That's what I like to hear. Oh, what's up, Gary? Yeah, we did not have trouble hitting all of our needles.
Yeah. Watch will like draw none of them the next game or two.
Right.
I mean, game one's the hard one against Delver.
Sure. Well, and like, look, this is crazy. Like, our opponent's gonna. I mean, granted they're brainstorming, but like, they're gonna have like a full grip after this combat because of just all the card advantage they're getting from these Dread Hordes.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we're not getting anything through this.
Do you play mainboard Bog?
Yeah, yeah. I usually take it out against Delver, honestly. I mean, in this spot, or like when they had like a full graveyard, it'd be good to just sweep it.
Yeah, it's already to the point where it's not even good in this game anymore because they've been able to play all of their spells.
Yeah, yeah. And also like Shrinking Goyfs is the other reason to have it, but I don't really like that either. I feel like it just between my graveyard and theirs, I don't think it does enough. I mean,
I would be very surprised if that card resolves.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's good, right? It's not good here. We need lands.
Yeah. I think we should just plan to crop Rat Chasm away end of their next turn. Try and get Cavern.
I like that.
Because otherwise we'll go to 2, we'll lose Chasm at some point, and then we'll just die to a Bolt.
Sure. Well, if both of these guys flip, I think you're just dead regardless if you have to crop away Chasm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I can even...
not flip.
Maybe we have a chance, but I very much doubt it. Let's just go for it now. Yeah, like, even if we gain 8 life, it's probably not enough.
No. Okay, so they have the counter magic.
Aw.
So I think this one's slipped away from us.
Didn't see that coming. Alright. Well, now we can bring in our secret weapon.
Yes. And it is crazy how much Carpet makes this matchup better. Like I was saying earlier, like I played 2 Carpets in my Blue-Green Omni build, and it's just such a great card, right?
Oh, yeah.
We saw it last game, right? Like your opponent was on the play, they played Island, whatever, and then you were able to play Carpet, Forest, Carpet, Reclaimer. So it just helps out. The turn it comes into play, it has such an impact.
Yeah, and their only colored sources are islands, too.
Yep.
So yeah, so my sideboarding against Delver, this is what I've been doing recently. Bog,
So
like I was...
it looks like you take Dark Depths out a lot.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really like depths much in this deck. Like, it's usually a last resort, or for, like, combo matchups, when you just really need some speed. But, you know how, like, Oko goes against depths. Like, it's not great there.
So you're taking out some maps.
Yeah, maps are usually a thing to side out in many games. And the
Reclaimer, okay.
Yeah, and then the plan is just to use carpets and not have to mess with Reclaimers at all. Best
Fair
case. But I like having a couple at least to green sun for if other things aren't working.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I like keeping crop if they have wasteland for sure. Just like on that, like merit alone.
Yeah.
The crop rats really come in. Ooh, yeah, we're keeping this. What was I saying? Yeah, the crops come out like if they're like a blue. If they have more hard counters than just Force of Will.
You cut crops.
Yeah.
Sure.
Too risky then. Yeah, this is like can't ask for any better.
Hey.
Let's just lead on carpet now.
Well, we want to guess Once Upon a Time first, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Don't guess the carpet just yet.
No, that would have been a very stupid punt too. It's not even that good. I'll take it, but...
yeah, Rec Sage. Oh, well. You could have whiffed, so it could have been worse.
Yeah, they'll just pretty much always counter.
Force of Will, the carpet, I love it.
It might as well be like a green duress. Like, yeah, you better force this.
Right.
Alright, no Delver. Turn 1. That's good news.
Oh, Ponder.
So next turn... I'm kind of inclined to... I don't really want to go for Reclaimer. Like, I want to save this green sun for if we draw, like, a carpet or something.
Sure. So maybe, well,
Ooh.
So do we just want to maybe Once Upon a Time, or are we wanting to get Expedition Map out? Oh, there you go, man.
Yes.
Play that Glimmerpost first.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, this was, like, by far the best card now. See if we get an extra mana. Try a second time. Yes.
I would not be mad if they forced this either.
Nah, me neither. Let's just play out map, I guess.
Okay.
I guess we can just continue playing around days from this point.
Test the map.
And even if they did days, like, I don't even hate that, really. Just because they have no threat out. Yeah. Because, like, when we eventually get to attempting this green sun, are we going to be able to play around days then? 8 mana is kind of asking a lot. No, I guess I like playing the map still. Like, we want to hit our land drops more than
exactly.
anything.
Like, we don't have a land to play, so, like, that's at least going to guarantee us a land drop next turn.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think there just is some merit to playing this, like, weird, like, kind of tempo game and trying to out-tempo then in, like, the very early turns.
Sure.
But this plan's probably better, just trying to go big and tiptoeing around from here.
Alright, let's just hope they don't play Wasteland. Okay, perfect. So now the map is... Our opponent's covered the map for next turn. They're going to cast that for us.
Yeah.
I don't like Dreadhorde, though, because, I mean, they're down to 4 cards, but now they're going to start to kind of rebuild here.
Yeah.
Or did you bring in Bog?
No, I cut the Bog, actually.
No, like, I would obviously not want to play Bog anytime soon, because, like, they can just cast a cantrip and then get the value with the Dreadhorde.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's the play here, Tony?
Kind of like Once Upon a Time. Like, we can just pay for that all by itself.
Okay.
And, like, since we still have 4 Cloudposts in deck, it'd be the most likely... Like, it'd be pretty likely to hit one, I'd say. And even if we don't find one, we'll still have the mana afterwards to map and get one. That would make us not be able to, like, feign crop rotation in hand since we'd be tapped out.
Okay.
But, yeah, I like just firing out the Once Upon a Times when we have, like, plenty of, like, good targets to hit.
Sure. I'm on board, and we have a land, so we don't necessarily need to cast the map just yet.
Yeah, yeah. Did you ever play Tron in Modern? Because you were getting, like...
I'm a piece of shit, but I'm not that bad.
And I love Tron.
I'm just looking at any Tron players in the room.
There's got to be some Tron fans in this
Wait,
chat.
so you played some Tron in Modern, Tony?
A tiny bit, yeah. When they had GP Phoenix.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, what do we got here? Oh, it's
Sorry.
a Cloudpost.
Sorry, yeah, I just kind of jumped the gun. Should have explained it. The Cloudpost is the thing I would take most anyway.
Sure.
Sorry, yeah, I should have slowed down. What was I saying? But, like, with Tron, you would, like, kind of make you have Ancient Stirrings, and, like, make your decisions on, hey, thanks for the raid, Mr. Lee.
Sweet.
You would make the choices that you draw of your lands, like, based on how many of a specific Tron land you'd still have left in your deck. And
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's basically what I was thinking for casting that Once Upon a Time.
Acrobatics is the Tron player in the room, and they're looking at 12 post because it's like the legacy version of Tron in a sense, right?
Yeah, you could say.
You've come to the right channel, Acrobatics. Tony's been playing this deck for I don't know how long, but a very long time. He's been putting up solid results with it for years.
Yeah, love me with some big colorless mana stuff.
Right.
Probably get just Cloudpost here.
Sure. And then do we want to try and GSC for like a Titan this next turn? Or
Let's see.
actually, we can't do that just yet.
Yeah, we can't get through days just yet.
Sure.
So I'd like to wait one more turn. Aw.
Mr. Lee is asking you if you've played Cloudpost before.
I played it like once or twice.
They found the Wasteland.
Yeah. Damn it.
Hate that card.
Boo them. Oh, we went to Cloudpost.
Yeah, so how long have you been playing Cloudpost for, Tony?
I started playing it at the end of 2012, I remember.
Wow, so we're almost 8 years into this deck.
Yeah. And then I won, like, the SCG Open that I did in, like, the beginning of 2013, I remember.
Okay. I was there at Eternal Weekend when you won the 5K.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah. Cool. Needle's a turn late, but I think it's not terrible to have.
Yeah. So this is that question I was saying about before with, like, naming stuff with Needle. Now I'm kind of inclined to just say Oko.
Okay.
Because we always...
So why Oko over Wasteland now?
Oko was going to be the bigger threat in the game, just, like, killing us. And we've already fought through one Wasteland.
Okay.
And also...
and we have the purpose out.
Yeah. And also Oko, if we don't name Oko and they do have it, that'll answer the Wasteland Needle too.
Yeah, you're right. I got you.
We're going to be weak to one of the two, but... Okay. We could also, like... I mean, naming Wasteland is a possibility, and just guarantee our mana the turn after, and just hope to go big then, but... I like naming Oko here. We have a lot of life to work with still.
So Acrobatic says that Grid Monolith is expensive. I totally agree with you. But at least you guys aren't playing Candelabra anymore, right?
Yeah, I'm not running Candle.
That card is so expensive.
What is it, like 500 now or something?
It's like 5 or 6 or something.
God. You can also play High Tide. Some weird variation of it.
Candelabras.
600, damn.
Oof. So they're likely not going to fetch. It'd be a lot cooler if they did, though.
How'd your stream go, Mr. Lee? Were you playing the Yorion deck? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's play the stage out. Hey, why didn't they attack? They must have misclicked.
I was like, why are you still at 20 life?
That's okay, I understand. That's frustrating. We'll just use the mana to do this then. Rex Sage I kept in the deck mostly for Winter Orb.
Okay. Oh yeah, that sounds like a card that we do not want to see.
Nah. I was thinking if I want to just play it out as a chump blocker, if their Delver doesn't flip, but I think it's better just holding it for like Winter Orb, the worst case scenario.
Yeah. I'm glad you caught the reference, Acrobatics.
Dazed.
Oh man, so it's so weird. Like this match, we just have not had the explosive starts that we had in the other games where we were just ramped up to like what 12 man in like turn 3 or 4.
Yeah, like multiple carpets.
Yeah, I think. Well, we've also I don't know. I feel like we've had pretty clunky draws to this match just as a whole.
Yeah. It's
last match last game you died with 2 prime times and an Emrakul in hand.
Yeah, it's just been clunky so far. And they were able to, like, wasteland one of our posts.
Yeah. Alright, so we are going to have a ton of mana next turn.
I like to just usually slam ASAP in most cases.
Sure. So if we don't draw an Eldrazi, we're just going to go for Green Sun.
Yeah, that's what I think I want to do. Ooh. I think I would rather slam the Green Sun, because there's a possibility we draw into like a expedition map. Yeah, Cavern, exactly. But we should slam something.
So how much mana do you have this turn? You have I think 13 total.
Yeah,
so
13.
Technically you could, we got to play around day, so like technically you could play GSC for Titan and then cast another Titan, but then you're vulnerable to like a daze.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just do the Green Sun thing. Let's start with that. It's like, yeah, this would be the time where we could play around We could risk playing into Daze, which I might be up for. I don't hate it. I wonder.
So Gary would have cast Titan instead of Green Sun here.
Oh yeah, Force of Negation. That's true.
That stupid card.
I was thinking more along the lines of just. All right, that makes me happy. Daze, they kept it in. Yeah, I was thinking mostly just the possibility of finding Cavern.
Sure.
But that makes me not want to. Well, if they pitch Daze, maybe they are like, oh, this is.
Maybe they have another Daze. I don't know. Or they've just like moved past Dazes. I don't know, man. Like, if you cast Titan against Daze, I think you're just in a really bad spot.
Yeah. But
They are down to 3 cards though, so. And Dreadhorde isn't doing much. They have no spells to cast, so.
what does let's see if chat wants to comment and recommend if we cast it into or not. Wait. Hey John. Let's see. I mean, they don't have another cantrip for Dreadhorde. They could have.
And,
sorry. They could get
Oh, go ahead.
They could have a 5th mana to hardcast Force next turn, possibly though too. Is another thing to consider.
What have they exiled so far? Can you open that part up?
Yeah.
Is it just 1 Daze they've exiled, or maybe they've used 2?
There's just 1 Daze here.
Okay.
That's probably hard to see. If I was that Delver opponent, I'd be like, oh, well, Daze is probably dead now. What am I gonna do?
I feel like you would cut Daze against the 12+ matchup, honestly.
Yeah. I'm kind of leaning towards just casting it.
You do you, Tony.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Make him have it, right?
Yeah. They're taking a long time. Okay. Ancient Grudge.
So I think they're just going to Oko him next turn, so I think he probably resolves.
Aw, man. Alright. Well, I missed it.
No!
Boo.
So chances are they have Oko now, and they're likely going to run away with the game unless we just top deck something fire.
Yeah. The slow rolls.
Oh, so the Bolt, oh my god, they just had it all. Like every Delver player, they have it all.
I have no regrets.
If they cast Oko now, it's like, what the hell, man? Wait, so Delver does not flip. That's good for us.
And we still have like a shitload of mana too.
Okay, so they don't have Oko. They are going to Bolt us. Who cares?
Ooh. Let's fire this off. I think. Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 13 mana. Now they have to definitely be out of counter spells for sure.
Don't think they have counter magic. Because they would have revealed it. Like, they would have had to have drawn it, and they would have revealed it to flip the Delver.
Yeah. And if they did have Force of Negation, they probably would have cast it on the Green Sun. Back when we played that last turn, I guess.
Right.
Yeah,
so yeah, he did bring in Ballista, right? You brought in Ballista in this matchup, right?
Yeah, I like Ballista as well. Let's do that. You don't need green mana anymore. Let's punish them for not getting this Delver to flip. Let's see, 4.
So are we just gonna machine gun down the board, or we won't have enough to kill the Dreadhorde, right?
Yeah, we can't kill that, but there's a Grudge there that's gonna answer this anyway. Let's just we can just take him off the Delver right now. Yeah. I think that's the best.
I like that, and then we can slow him down enough to start Eye of Ugin for bigger creatures.
Yeah. If we yeah, we have 12 mana as it is right now for next turn. So yeah, we can work our way towards one of the other Eldrazi. This Ballista is going to get answered, but it did survive just answering this.
I mean, yeah. No, like I was gonna say, we can't really wait till their upkeep to see what they reveal for Delver because they would just grudge end of turn. So yeah, I think we're in a good spot though. I like this.
Yeah, just ping them then. Yeah. If they draw a bolt, we get 3. It's very scary.
Yeah.
Might be time to play this Rec Sage out soon. Just a chump a turn. Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen Grudge in a while. It's almost always a Braid. Uh-oh. It's gonna make short work.
And they're gonna get a Brainstorm in. Free Brainstorm. Jeez.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna at least attempt this. If we don't have the mana to find one of the Eldrazi or some other bomb next turn, I'll just play this out to hopefully block the Mandrills. I think I'd like to see... Yeah, Glimmerpost would be give us the 15 mana we need. No, okay. So we have 13 right now. And we have to get kind of lucky. We're living on a prayer now. But yeah, I'm definitely playing out this Rec Sage at least.
Rec Sage block.
Yeah.
Because if you can survive their next turn, you can Eye of Ugin for Emrakul, and then Emrakul and win the next turn, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And this is the time where we say no, we do not use Rec Sage.
Yeah, I agree with Gary that the opponent playing their Trot back that they used from Days was bad.
Yeah, yeah. We're just like every little bit of mana counts for us. Come on. No disruption. And no death.
They're digging.
And they'll get another dig for sure. God.
Yeah, Dreadhorde is it's just so good. Okay, so it looks like the Brainstorm was probably bad. They're using Pure Rain to put the cards on the bottom.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's draw air. Just one turn. Just
one turn, please. Alright, and we just have to dodge a bolt this. Yeah, we want to be able to at least block. I would like to just have, like, save that little bit of damage.
Right.
Okay. No bolt, no bolt. Oh yeah, trample.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter to block the Mandrills. You're going to take a ton. So Bolt is what we just can't see Bolt.
Yeah.
I think Bolt and Wasteland are the two cards we don't want them drawing.
Yeah. Well, we can take 8 this turn. Oh, we need to dodge like 2 bolts. I think I should still just probably chump this.
Well, you're going to chump one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter either one. It's the same.
You're still, yeah. You're only soaking up 1 damage.
Yeah, it's like, I forget the setting that's trample. It's like a little thing.
Oh, yeah, Dreadhorde has trample. That's so funny.
Yeah, what the hell? I wonder what they were thinking with this.
I always question when they put trample on a 1-power creature.
Maybe they're like thinking people will like pump it up.
Sure.
Make some deck builder on that. Please let me block. Please let me block. Okay. I mean, not that that was super relevant, but mostly we just avoided bolt is the thing. Well, I guess we're still dead to the 2 bolts.
Sure.
Okay, that's good.
What do we got? Okay, that's totally fine. We got this.
Yeah, we should have it then. We get Emrakul.
Unless they drop Wasteland right now. Okay, so you're good. So Eye for the... Oh, man, that was a close one.
Let's not misclick here. That's the most dangerous thing. Yeah, we just had to, like, eke it out.
Oof.
And they'll have, like, 1 permanent after all this.
Well, they're just still dead, though. They only have 14 life.
Yeah, yeah. That's good, too. It's like insurance. Give me the rest of my mana carpet. Thank you. Red mana. And this is like a punt.
Right.
It won't matter here, but like a punt I've made before is not using my carpet mana, like attacking, and then they sack their islands.
Yeah. Ugh.
Not that it mattered there, but
Yeah.
yeah, it sucks.
All right. So we have a chance. We pulled through this one. Is there anything we change post board with them being on the play now?
And I like where we're at still.
How do you feel about Rex Sage? Are you still a fan of Rex Sage in the main right now?
I'm just thinking like, how likely are they to have Winter Orb? Gary says keep it.
Keep it. Okay.
Oh, wait, no, he says do you want Wreck? Cut one.
Yeah. So like, I mean, another map might be better than Rex Sage, but I don't know. Well, he's only got 1 Rex Sage, Gary. The card behind it is Excavator, which I thought was another Rex Sage as well.
Yeah, I was wondering if like, is there something that says like 2 Rex Sages? I don't know. But yeah,
It's just they're right behind it. I was like, oh, Ramunap.
cut one. I don't know. I think
Yeah,
it's
just 1.
yeah. I feel.
I guess you're right. Playing around Winter Orb is good.
Yeah, I like to keep it in. Just hedge against it.
What about Allosaurus Shepherd is still pretty good too.
Yeah. Yeah, we can like we might get to a spot where we have like a ton of green mana with carpet, and then just like be able to green send up Shepherd and drop a bomb real quick, like all in 1 turn.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. No, makes sense.
This is one of those cards like I haven't gotten like used to it yet. Had to like remember that like that's an option.
Yeah.
Hope we just get like lots of carpet of flowers again.
We're banking on carpet to win this one. No.
This makes it so much easier. This does all the work.
Right. The carpet has been an all-star of the game. The games that we have resolved it. I think it was this match. It was this last game that we won where they countered the turn 1 carpet, right?
Yeah. They answered the first one, then the second one got us there.
That's why we play 4.
I think I want to keep this. We could just try and jam a Reclaimer, get 2 shots at it.
Okay.
We have an answer to Wasteland.
They're mulliganing. I like that. So are we just going to do turn 1?
Needle.
I see we turn 1 or...
Yeah, like, we can decide if we want to play through days with this at least. But,
Sure.
And also, the age-old question, Oko or Wasteland, which I kind of like with this hand, would rather name Oko.
Sure.
Yeah, and 4 lands is great against Delver.
Cool.
Yeah, let's do it. They mulligan too. And the carpet will like pretty much make one of these to be a prime time
Yeah.
in short order. Come on, no turn 1 Delver. Aw. Alright. I think it's...
Yeah. We just need it to not flip, right?
Yeah. Just need it like last game where it didn't flip for like 4 turns. I'm still going to cast it into days. If they daze, Oko's still 3 turns away then. Plus I want to get this Reclaimer that I'm banking on. Basically I just can't play around days for the near future. So I feel like I might as well start fighting through him. But we're on hard mode now.
Yeah. I mean, we got this. We're going to gain a bunch of life.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll try and prolong these Glimmerposts as long as possible.
Sure. So we're playing stage next turn probably then?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be our second mana source. Unless we draw like a forest or something.
Sure.
It's too bad Delver can kill so quickly. Because they're kind of low on clock, but...
Yeah, and Delver is flipping right now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, wow. They're trying to 4.5 minutes. Jesus.
I hate seeing Bolt, though.
Oh, and it flips to a Bolt.
That sucks. Yeah, do I want to fight... So one Reclaimer's just definitely going to get answered by Bolt. I can't get, like... I can't grow the Reclaimer anytime soon.
No.
Like, it's like, how much do I want to get a Reclaimer right here? Is it, like, better to just, like, wait till...
So, how many Reclaimers do you have right now? Two in this post board?
Yeah, 2 in the deck.
Sure. So, I mean, if you do cast the Reclaimer, it's going to, soak up 3 damage that otherwise would be directed at you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can GSC for it again? I don't know. Well, let's see. Let's see what you draw.
I feel like that still might make it worth it. Because also that would take up their... I mean, their red mana, save us 3 life.
Yeah. Sure.
It's not like much time at all.
Yeah, wow, I totally didn't realize how much of their clock they've used up.
Yeah, it's been the grindy one. Have you been playing this deck, John? With their Reclaimer? I started running Green Sun, I thought of like you playing this. This is on Kasari, another 12th post aficionado.
Nice.
Yeah. If we can make all these Glimmerpost land drops, that would gain us 6 hitting Reclaimers, that's fine if they are Reclaimer.
Okay, wow. Oh, no, they're surgically your Thespian stage.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's fine. Totally fine, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
I think...
They're probably afraid of depths.
Depths?
Yeah.
Sure.
Ooh. Could try and get Cloudpost. Could do the Reclaimer. I kind of like just try.
I like that, man. They're down on resources, and then hopefully soon we can just kill this Delver with Ballista.
Yeah. I think I'm going to fire off Once Upon a Time here.
Okay.
Because,
Reclaimer. Find a Cloudpost.
Yeah, exactly. Just try and make this Green Sun like a knockout punch.
Sure.
Let's do this now. I'm digging. If we gain 6 from these Glimmerposts, I think that's 2 extra Delver hits.
And I will say I am not above winning via the clock.
Yeah, me neither, actually. People can hate,
Maze of Ith.
Yeah, we're definitely taking Maze. Yeah, like, I feel like it's always on you to, like, play fast enough.
Yeah.
My opinion. Man.
No, I totally agree. Dreadhorde.
Yeah.
Like that guy.
Gonna speed it up for sure. Yeah, I don't like this either. Ooh. Let's play this. Protect our Maze now.
Yeah, and I mean, Dreadhorde is so, yeah, it's gonna give him card advantage, but it's really slow. So, I think we're in a decent spot here.
Yeah. Maybe we'll draw our best clock sync to Tabernacle.
Yes. Okay, that is so good for us, man. Sylvan Library eats up so much clock.
Yeah. All right, yeah, this is good.
And then we're just going to Maze the Delver, and we'll take 1, which is fine.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, with the life we're going to gain from Glimmerpost, I think we're in a solid spot here.
Yeah, I think so too. I kind of am leaning towards searching up that second Reclaimer now too.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. Because once we start getting some Cloudpost out, we're at a really good spot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's prioritize the Reclaimer. Because we could also, like, get a Vesuva, copy Maze of Ith, and put 2 of them out there. I'm just going to throw this out there, too. Say another Oko. No, maybe Wasteland. Yeah, let's do Wasteland.
Sure. Oh, they still have Bolt in the graveyard. I didn't even see that. So now they can kill the Reclaimer.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's 3 damage that we're not taking.
It's true, yeah. And this Ballista can come out pretty soon, too. At some point.
Yeah.
Kill my thing. You know.
So yeah, they're down to about 1.5 minutes. We're gonna gain 3 more life next turn. Likely.
Yeah. Oh, they're bolting me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They're bolting you. Yeah, I think they have to win the game, right?
Yeah.
But Reclaimer can also tutor away that forest and get you more life, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think maybe you want to Reclaimer the forest to get a Cloudpost, and then you play the Glimmerpost and you gain 4 instead. I don't know.
The other thing I was thinking, ooh, is this like too douchey to get Tabernacle? Like, I feel like...
So, I don't think there's anything douchey with getting Tabernacle.
I don't think so either. We can't...
I mean, they're gonna get free. They're gonna get a free Ponder, regardless. You know.
Yeah. That'll be all their mana as it is now. I'll keep the Reclaimer. I'll use this map. Let's see if this map resolves. That shall be the first thing. Because if I decide to search up a Tabernacle... Okay. I should make some use of this, I feel like. Yeah, I should trade this for something.
So maybe you can.
Could get Glacial Chasm as well.
You can, but then you have to sack another land. I mean, I guess you just get rid of the Maze of Ith at that point.
Yeah. Okay, so I could use Reclaimer, get Tabernacle, if I decide to want Tabernacle, and then my land for the turn will be Glimmerpost.
So we're going to get Tabernacle and then play Glimmerpost and gain 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of like that.
Gosh, this sucks. So they're going to have the Bolt in the graveyard, so they'll be able to flash it back with the Dreadhorde again.
So we'll take 8 total. Yeah. You can also get Chasm, too. Our other...
So chat is not feeling Chasm.
Not Chasm.
But, like, Chasm buys us... I don't know. Like, the Chasm's going to go really quickly, right?
Yeah.
They only have 1.5 minutes, man. So Chasm might buy us the time we need to win.
Yeah, I kind of... And we also have this map to, like, for the next turn, too.
Yeah.
I'm kind of leaning towards Chasm here.
Chasm...
Cloudpost.
Sacrifice the Maze of Ith, play Glimmerpost, gain some life.
Yeah, yeah. We could be a decent person, too, and get Cloudpost and plan for a big Ballista. But, I think like
we're now in the red, too, so we've got 4 minutes to win this one.
Yeah, let's get Chasm. We'll get rid of this Maze, for sure. Glimmerpost will be the land. Oh, no? Map. Okay.
Oh, gosh. Alright, alright.
Yeah, maybe you're right, Zot. Man, I've never seen so much discussion. I love this.
Wait, oh, they're attacking for the triggers. Okay.
This is gonna slow him down so much too.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we got it. It sucks to win with the clock, but I'm pretty confident we're gonna take this one.
Yeah, I don't feel too bad about it.
Yeah, dude, library is the worst sometimes, man. I played when I was playing Snowco last week. I won a game with 3 seconds left on the clock because of library.
Oh god. I was in the race with a carpet of flowers one time too.
So yeah, they got 30 seconds left. I think they're casting a cantrip. They're casting mantles. I think we're good, man.
I think so. We could play the.
Okay, they just keep casting spells, so I'm fine with this, man.
Me too.
I think they've accepted defeat.
Play this
Yeah,
out if we need to.
I say we just cast Ballista, right? To either counter it or to make him eat up clock.
Yeah, exactly.
They're totally up 16 here.
Sorry, anybody that hates this, but yeah,
it's not how we wanted it to end up, but
it was an
option. All right.
Yeah, this has been a fun stream so far. That was our biggest challenge so far too.
Yeah. Oh, the first 2 matches were just like a walk in the park. This last one was tough.
How's it going, Matt?
Akbert, what's up?
Yeah, I'm doing a bonus stream today with SV.
Yeah. No, I actually so I did the co-stream with Tony here a while ago. I actually do like the two man co-stream.
Yeah, it's fun to have like another person just to converse with.
Exactly, because it is hard to kind of balance playing as well as interacting with chat. So
yeah, as a single person, it's like you're the only soundtrack. It's like
yeah, you're it. I played against a bunch of Legacy Elves lately, and the deck's pretty good. I think I can't read the person's name, but yeah, Elves is back. How do you feel about Elves, Tony? How do you feel about that matchup with 12 Post?
I like the matchup for the most part. Reclaimer helps it out a ton, and that's like a Glacial Chasm matchup, where if we just survive the first 2 turns against him, we'll plan our game around just hiding behind Glacial Chasm.
Okay.
They can still get you if they have like a quick start, but Reclaimer just like improved it so much.
Sure. Well, dude, also Allosaurus Shepherd is insane.
Yeah.
Like I played against it the other day, and I was pretty confident I was going to win because I had Force for whatever they were going to do. I had a Swords to kill something. I was at 5 life, but they were able to cast the Rider, and or the Shepherd, not the Allosaurus Rider, and then make their guys 5/5 Allosaurus dinosaurs and kill me. And he's uncounterable, so it was like, it was just so rough.
An army of dinosaurs. Yeah. Like both abilities are like amazing for elves. Like, I guess there's no standard elves list, right? Because I've seen like various numbers of shepherds.
Yeah, and I think there's a Reclaimer build.
Sometimes they cut Nettle Sentinel.
Yeah. So I think there's this Nettle Sentinel build and then the Reclaimer build are the 2 different variants.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, Allosaurus Shepherd is really good. It kind of gives it another angle, and it's surprising how quick they're able to activate him. Right, like they can cast him, and then it makes it very easy to cast with a Gaia's Cradle.
Sand is decent. Turn to
Seems
Reclaimer.
a little slow.
Yeah, it's a little slow. We got a lot of land. This could be like a contingency if we stumble.
Sure. So like if you mulled to 6 and you had this hand minus Ulamog, would you keep it? Because I think if you were to mulligan this hand, you would get rid of Ulamog, right?
Yeah. I think this is good enough.
Okay.
There's a chance that like a large number of lands is like really important.
Yeah.
Plus, I feel like a good rule of thumb with this deck is, like, if you're able to get Reclaimer out by the second turn...
You're in a good spot.
Yeah. It's just, like, the best early game play now for this deck.
Sure.
And this is the slow way, green zoning, but I think it's still worth it. This would be really bad if there were, like, something combo-y. This looks like Delver again. Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's back for revenge.
So it was surprising. I don't think we saw Oko at all against the last matchup, right?
No, I don't think we did. No, not a single game.
It's interesting. Wait, this is the same player? Is this the same person we just played, Tony?
I don't think it is, actually, honestly. I mean, I wasn't paying super close attention. Alright, let's not get to it.
Leviathan is saying that it's the same player, but...
He's probably right.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, let's just play around days here. See if... Yeah, let's just play map.
Yeah, it's the same player. See, we should have noticed that because it would have helped influence our keep.
It's like, can this go to a long game?
Oh my God, they had the grind fest and they're coming back for more.
Yeah, I only decided to win by clock just because the opportunity came up.
Sure.
I would never like plan like, oh yeah, I'm gonna burn down 24 minutes. Probably playing this.
So this one we're gonna win. We're gonna win through just Eldrazi.
Yeah, we're going legit this time. And we know how bad.
What did they flip the Delver off of? Oh, with the Ponder.
Yeah. Pops up on my chat. I haven't had this happen yet, but like I was like afraid if it ever like pops up right when you're like clicking something and you like fetch like the wrong thing. It's like something that could happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll make them have Wasteland at least. Play this Maze out.
Yeah, definitely gotta play the Maze.
Could start firing off like one of these two. Get a Reclaimer out as well.
Sure, I'm not opposed to that.
Just we're short on time, so like damage wise, I think just have to start making use of what we have. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think we lost game one last time, right? And then
we lost the game one because we kind of got stuck on an awkward kind of mana base. Like we had the one forest, but we couldn't get the second one to cast either of our prime times.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Gosh, this is such a fast start.
Yeah.
At least you get the Maze.
We need like runner fear.
Alright.
Pull this out. A Cloudpost. Okay. I'm gonna just...
Cavern isn't terrible.
I could also play the defensive game, Vesuva Maze.
Vesuva Maze. I would really get behind that if we had a needle on Wasteland.
Yeah. That's like the flaw in that plan. But even if they get one Wasteland, we'll have another Maze then. Maybe it's worth it.
Yeah. So Captain Haddock said it seems like the opponent isn't familiar with the post matchup and just counters everything. So
yeah. Yeah, I kind of like... let's make them get a Wasteland at least. And if they Wasteland this, then that means they're not Wastelanding a Cloudpost, which we'll definitely draw into, for sure.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, dude, they have 2 cards in hand. If these mazes last for a little bit, we're going to be in a pretty solid spot.
Yeah.
It'll buy us the time we need.
Yeah.
Oh, we got it.
There's a lot for them to answer then.
Right, because then we have Eye, we get a Cloudpost out, we're casting Ulamog pretty soon.
Yeah.
Perfect, so they bolt our guy. We'll take 3 this turn, and then there's a good chance we've kind of stifled them for a little bit.
Yeah. It's like situations like this where I kind of wish I had the Tabernacle main deck just to like
stop
the Oko from happening.
Yeah, that is interesting. Why are we no longer playing at main?
I've always had it in the sideboard.
Oh, it's always been side?
Yeah. Plus, we're
Once
like...
Upon a Time is not a bad draw here.
Yeah, let's try and get Cloudpost. They didn't daze last turn, so I feel like... Alright, that's okay.
Spell Pierce. We couldn't have played around it anyway, so we're good.
Yeah.
So I think the Cavern, Giant...
Yeah.
And then they have one card, man. Looks like we've been able to buy some time, hopefully, with these mazes.
What do you bet? It's like an Oko. They're just waiting for the third land.
The third land.
Thief himself.
All right.
Aw. I mean, you're still taking 3 less damage.
Plus, yeah, like I'm totally fine losing baiting out a wasteland with Maze of Ith.
Yeah, yeah. Like, Tabernacle's kind of like a wasteland magnet in that sense, too. Just
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think we're just too slow.
Again, these are the weird clunky draws.
Yeah.
Emrakul.
We saw, like, we didn't get a Reclaimer out. So this is kind of like where the deck stumbles.
Yeah, it's turn 6 and we have 3 mana available to us. Hackbert, I don't think we're going to do any city champs this year. I know one of the things that David and I were talking about is possibly just running it into next year's season. So the 2 events that happened in 2020 prior to lockdown will kind of get rolled up into that that season. So next year's season. So bigger prize pool. Damn it, they got us.
Yeah. Yeah, I've kind of figured that Paper's not happening at all this year.
No. Man, what is up with the clunky ass starts, man? Like our draws were just really rough this game.
I mean, that's like the reason I'm like running these carpets. Like, you can't just depend on Reclaimer against Delver. So, like, I mean, that's the idea behind so many carpets. I just kind of come to expect to lose game 1 most of the time.
Sure. Yeah, and carpet was such a beast these last few matches, so...
Yeah.
When you told me you were running 4 carpets yesterday, I was a little skeptical, but I am a believer now.
You like it?
I'm a believer.
Also, supposedly Bryant Cook runs 4 now, too, for, like, the exact same deck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I guess, like, maxing out on them is just not the most foreign idea.
Yeah, yeah.
But Reclaimer, like, sometimes you just need a single activation just to get, like, your first Cloudpost out. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. We've just not been able to get our big mana.
Never had the window.
Yeah, and the Reclaimers die before they're able to activate, for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cloud Series is solid, Hackbert. I'm not opposed to an MTGO, like, Master City Champ event, but I think it excludes a lot of the community here in Arizona that don't have Moto accounts, so that's kind of why we've been hesitant to do a City Champ.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like, yeah, it's unfair to the people that, like, just bought Paper only.
Right. I mean, we might get 20, 30 players. I don't know, but is it worth it at that point still?
I think we should actually... No, we're not going to do it.
We open up with the best card in the deck.
We're only searching for prime times now. Well, we'll see.
Right, we got this.
They kept 7, so this is a must counter for sure. Force of will. Make the sound.
Yeah, whenever I cast a spell, I always look at their life total. Oh, there. You just wait for that little 19 or that tick down.
And also when they pause, it's like pretty likely to happen at that point too.
Yeah. Okay, so they pitched an Oko to this. So based off most Rug Delver decks, they run 2 to 3 Okos.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know about you, but I think this Needle is probably best for Wasteland.
Yeah, I think you're right. Just considering this one's gone now.
Yeah.
Let's try and play to develop the mana base here. I'll play another forest, I guess. I'll wait to fetch just yet. I could also just try and get Reclaimer.
I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah, we can like force them to answer it then. Then that if they choose to answer it, they can't play like a Brainstorm, or if they daze, they'll set themselves back. I think this is like the kind of spot where it's worth trying. Yeah, that's right. And
Zoomaster does have a good point. It could also mean that they had 2 Okos in hand if they're pitching one to Force of Will.
That's true. You would never just go without having an Oko in backup.
Right, it's such a good card. It's either the only blue card in hand to pitch to Force, or they have another Oko.
Pretty sure it's very safe that they definitely have another Oko.
Yeah.
No, I never needled.
The green fetches. And I mean, Elvish Reclaimer definitely makes Wasteland weaker. So there might be some merit to Pithing Needle Oko still.
Yeah.
Again, though, they have bolts, so I don't know how long this Elvish Reclaimer is going to live for.
Just one turn, please. Yes. Alright, so we're getting our Cloudpost at least.
But yeah, then again, we can ramp really hard if we just needle Wasteland. I don't know. Oh my god, see this? What is up with these draws?
I kind of am leaning towards Wasteland still.
Yeah, because we need to just get our mana out so we can cast these big fatties.
Yeah. I feel like they would have bolted this if they had it. Plus,
Sure.
they'll need like a 3rd land plus Oko with 3 cards left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it is surprising, like, this deck does not turn on the Elvish Reclaimer very quickly.
No. It's like I mean, if you wanted to grow it fast, you could make the argument for running more fetch lands, I think.
Sure.
Like, so
why did we play Karakas over Glimmerpost? Is it because we just want to get rid of the Karakas?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so Reclaimers, like, made me learn, like, different play patterns than what I'm used to with this deck. And, like, one thing I'll do now is, like, play out the worst lands in hand first, like, just to feed into Reclaimer. It's kind of weird, but...
So, I hate that they have the Dreadhorde.
Yeah.
Like, they were down to, like, 2 or 3 cards in hand, but the Dreadhorde is going to fill their hand up so fast.
Yeah, I know. Man.
What are they
Yeah, there's the bolt, too.
They got the bolt.
Hey, so one thing I could do here, when they go to bolt this... Well, can't... Alright, since they can attack with Reclaimer, or with Arcanist now, I was thinking we could search up Glacial Chasm and, like, just sack the Chasm itself to grow this. But, like, I think that's... Yeah, they can just Arcanist it now, too. But that is, like, a thing we could do. Let's just get our Cloudpost, though.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a winning play.
Yeah. If it was, like, the second bolt, and we get to keep Reclaimer around another turn, I might be down. Yeah. I was thinking, too, that before their turn, we also could have possibly searched up Tabernacle and just tied up... Stop, like, Oko from happening.
Sure.
But
it does tie up their mana, but, like, I think Dreadhorde is so good. I mean, Dreadhorde is a good card to have on the battlefield with Tabernacle.
Yeah, exactly.
They pay for him and then they cast their cantrips for free when they attack.
Plus, getting this Cloudpost out is going to be important, too, if we're going to win.
Yep. Yeah, we have to win. Have you ever tried Kozilek Distortion? Or the one from the new Zendikar?
I don't remember what the cards does.
It's the one that I think you redraw up to 7, and then you can pitch cards to counter them with the CMC or something like that.
Oh, the other Kozilek. Yeah, I used to run that I tried it out for a while. I like this Kozilek better. Just like, I like threatening the board more.
Sure. Alright, I like this draw. Once Upon a Time's not bad.
Yeah. Do we play into Spell Pierce? I kind of want to hit the Cloudpost. Like, I feel like we can't sit around. If we start with Glimmerpost...
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
Time is of the essence. It's Glimmerpost. Or we could get a third 10 mana card.
Oh my gosh. We definitely don't need we don't need the 3 of a kind. So Yeah, see, and that's the thing. Like, we're not hitting a lot of Cloudpost here. We're hitting a lot of Glimmerpost.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty bad Once Upon a Time. Because we had 3 Cloudposts, 2 stages, 2 Vesuvas. I would have taken any of those. I guess it could be worse, but...
Yeah. Well, hey, remember last match against this guy? Game 2 was not looking good, but we were able to get back into it. So I have faith.
Yeah. Plus, like, Carpet. A Carpet would just give us 3 mana. If they play another island, then we draw.
We're gonna... Oh, go ahead.
No, it's just... I miscounted anyway.
Gotcha. Science88 says we're gonna draw a Cloudpost here, so...
I like his optimism. His or her.
Right.
I mean, we just have to...
So, even better than Cloudpost, though, would be a Primeval Titan, right?
Yeah.
Because then we can play around. We can play around 1 days, and he would give us 2 Cloudposts.
Literally, like, almost every card in the still left in the deck is going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
I like situations where every card's good. Yeah, Carpet would give us 4 mana, and that is 3 this next turn.
Carpet would also be very good.
Yeah, we could cast Kozilek next turn if we draw Carpet and they don't counter it.
Oh my god.
Aw, man. Oh, we picked wrong in hindsight.
Oh, they got Oko.
Zot was right. They had their second one. Ooh. Kind of want to
rotation.
Yeah, I kind of want to just go for this now. While they're tapped out, 3 cards in hand, and just pray like we can dodge Wasteland for a turn. We could also save it to crop whatever they Wasteland, but then we're just stuck at the same spot.
Wait, so are you saying that we can cast Kozilek this turn?
No, we can't do that.
Okay.
But I'm just thinking like I want this crop rot to resolve, and I think like now would be the best case of making that happen.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Once upon a time, was it like they let that resolve? So
yeah, that takes...
Science was right. Crop rot counts as a land, therefore it can be a Cloudpost. So
yes, okay. We can get a stage here and just make it. Maybe make sure there's no. Some situations it's bad to get stage, but usually if like you can have the mana, if you're going to get a Cloudpost and you can afford to get a stage, you should just get that.
Sure. The only downside to stage is if you don't copy now, you're going to lose 1. It's 1 less life you'll gain from the Glimmerpost in hand, but I don't know if that matters too much.
Yeah, well, like the spot I'm thinking of where it's worst is like if they have like a Flicker Wisp or something like that Esper Vial deck. If they flicker a stage, it comes back as a stage instead of just a natural Cloudpost.
Okay. Well, and let's look at it this way, right? Like, so they're going to do 10 damage to us the next turn, I think.
Yeah, because Bolt plus
food
this
token.
Yeah, and we can't like. There's no playing around Wasteland at this point.
So play your Glimmerpost. We go to 17. Okay.
So that Carpet.
Right, that Carpet would have been so money.
And if we drew Carpet next turn, we're still 1 off from Emrakul, unfortunately.
Sure.
Yeah, you see how intense these Rug Delver matchups are? Oh god. They don't even need to Oko it.
Oh god.
Yeah, even if we had saved the Crop Rot to do that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They just have it all.
We were never going to make headway with mana, unfortunately.
No.
I think the error was not just naming Oko. Well, in hindsight, obviously.
Yeah. So is there anything we can draw that gets us back in this game, or we're just dead?
We just have to like string together like enough draws in a row to like maybe like Glacial Chasm, maybe Carpet, to answer your question, probably not.
Sure.
Because Primetime would be like the thing that could pull us ahead some way. Plus they have a bolt, so...
Maze of Ith. No, I think we're dead.
Yeah, it's just 10 then. Well, I can maze something, but... Take 9.
So, bolts. Yeah.
And that maze is like...
And then you can copy it, but yeah, I think it's too slow, yeah.
Yeah, this maze isn't helping us win, really. It's just not.
Nope.
Oh, we were even against this opponent then. They got their revenge.
Maybe he'll lose internet in timeout, says.
It's our hope. Our only hope now.
He'll lose internet and they won't be able to get back online for 15 minutes. You gotta play to your outs, Tony.
Actually won against, I got a trophy one time. It was this Eldrazi opponent, just timed out the last match of the league. It's like,
Oh no.
It's a nice gift.
Alright, so we surgical the Cloudpost, so it's looking bleaker and bleaker.
Yeah. We must win without our best card. I mean, Carpet would be better than Cloudpost at this point anyway.
Yeah.
Oh man. Dream crushing us.
Goddamn Rug Delver. So, for the 5th match, I would be happy with anything other than Rug Delver. I personally it's not a fun deck to play against.
Yeah, I agree.
Plus, we've already played it twice now, so it'd be more interesting to play something different.
Yeah. 2 Delver opponents in one league is more than enough.
Yeah. If winning is not fun, Gary Wong, blue-red Delver player or Delver player through and through.
Gary always playing the best decks.
Always playing the Delver decks.
Yeah, honestly, I might even take like some sort of combo deck, like just for the sake of it being interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, combo would be kind of fun. And you know what? Like, we lost that one, but I think a 4-1 is still a respectable record, right? Like we can finish this one up solid.
Yeah, yeah. I'm always happy with a 4-1. Yeah, most of the trophies I got, like, I got one last month or so, but, like, most of them were just at the beginning of whenever these things started getting counted.
Oh, really?
They're, like, hard to come by now. It's been a dry spell.
Absolutely. A 5-0 would be ideal, but it's no longer an option, so we're going to go for that 4-1.
Yeah. Yeah, let me reiterate. I'd be happier with the 5-0, but
yeah.
A 4-1's not something to complain about. IMO. Monoman Van Turk.
That doesn't sound like the username of a Delver player. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to wager this is not a Delver match. But they do have Force of Will as their avatar, so...
I would think there's something like Reanimator with a name like that.
Oh, God.
Let's mulligan this, though. Yeah. This is so heavy on lands, but...
Oh, God. This is like the same hand minus prime time.
Yeah. Along with the Cloudpost, too.
So do we just ship a forest to the bottom?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
There could potentially be a matchup where this is good. Like, if they're like a control kind of deck, This is great, actually. But I deduced that they're most likely not.
So So they've mulliganed to 6 as well. Alright, so we just turn one forest map, or...
I'm gonna risk Cloudpost here. If they do Wasteland turn 1, you can like gauge by what's in your hand whether you want to actually attempt that.
Gotcha.
Please not Delver.
Oh, it's not looking good.
No.
Trap Ponder. I think we hit the 3 in a row Delvers.
God damn it. Yeah, the matchup's interesting. I feel like there's a lot of good interaction. Just I don't want to play against Delver again. Just boring.
Alright, well, we're going to exact our revenge this one. We're not going to have any weird draws where we draw Emrakul, Kozilek, Ulamog. Alright, and we have an abundance of mana this game.
Yeah. I mean, just make them have a Wasteland. Next turn we can... The stage could be a 3rd Cloudpost if you don't get wasted. Yeah. We'll get Eye of Ugin. Hey, if nothing gets disrupted and we don't die, we'll have a turn 5 Ulamog.
I like that.
Without even a Reclaimer. Ancient Tomb? The fuck?
God, what is this?
Show and tell?
It's a show and tell deck.
It's the worst matchup, but...
Did you just put in Maze?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I mean, if it's Emrakul, we're fucked, but, I mean, Maze will at least stop Grizzlebrand for a little bit. Okay, well, it was not Delver, Tony, so...
Wait, this is great for us. We can go get Karakas.
Oh my god, we get Karakas, bounce him. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh, man. Why would they go for it?
Yeah.
Knowing that we had map in play.
Yeah, like you have to expect if you have like land tutors, I think.
Alright, come on. Alright. Alright. We're still in this one, Tony.
Things are looking up.
Alright. At least it's not Delver.
I was actually thinking that too. Like my thought was my thought was like if they put Grizzlebrand in.
I guess it doesn't matter because they can't attack right away anyway. So I think Mace. Yeah, we were. I clouded your decision making by saying Mace. So my bad there.
No, it's okay. This is a tag team thing.
Right.
Let's get. Let's try and. Yeah. I like just slam.
Still lead with stage.
Yeah, we'll try and slam for prime time next turn.
I like it.
And the turn after that, we can crop rot the Maze away. Yeah, Maze is actually, in hindsight, our worst land now to put in.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. So they're just passing back to us.
Slam it.
All right.
Can't show and tell in this green sun, so...
See, these are the games I like to see. We have all the mana now.
Yeah. If we can live 2 more turns, we got this. Probably means hardcast Force.
Alright, and they only have 4, so they have 3 cards in hand, so one's an Emrakul, so I think we're still in a pretty solid spot.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe if I should just wait on... They might have just been like... I got this, like, 5 mana would make you think that, yeah, it's hardcast Force. But like I said before, it's like, I'm always like, to just go as fast as possible. Oops.
So, like, how about this? Like, I don't know, like, there's no way they force Ramunap, but, I mean, do we maybe just cast that?
Yeah, we could
play the Forest?
Yeah, because that way we can still...
Yeah, because they have Emrakul, maybe Force of Will, and an Unknown in hand.
Yeah, let's...
Because we can always crop rotate next turn in their turn if they cast something, right?
Yeah, yeah. So once they tap out, we can at least, like, make them pitch like a blue card.
Crop rotate there, yeah.
And we can just throw this out there and just... Maybe they'll, this will be a decent bait spell. Yeah, I like that.
Personally, I don't think they're going to have any incentive to counter Ramunap Excavator, but we're at least doing something with our mana this turn, right?
Yeah, yeah. Damn, they didn't fall for it.
And then do we just play Forest and pass?
Yeah, and then we'll wait for a window to potentially crop rot. We have a 8-turn clock. Nice. Okay, that's good. I like making the move here.
Okay, this is solid.
Like, both of these are gonna happen this turn, most likely. Yeah.
So you just start with crop since it costs less? Or do you want to map?
So usually, like, you want crop rot to resolve more just because you're losing a land. But actually, in this case, I kind of like the crop rot first.
Yeah, because then we pitch Maze, like, we don't really care about Maze.
Yeah, yeah. And then we can
have
put
Karakas to deal with the legends.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like a weird spot where, like, it's actually better to crop rot first, I think. Yeah, let's ditch that. I'd be surprised if this didn't get forced, so...
Yeah, they were definitely, like, telegraphing Force of Will.
Yeah.
So if they force this, it's Emrakul and one other card in hand. Maybe it's Show and Tell. But they need Omniscience to beat us.
Yeah.
So I think we're in a very, very favorable spot here.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just throw this map out here now. I think I'm going to play this stage regardless of what happens this
Just
turn.
have a ton of mana next turn.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then if this map resolves, we'll be able to get like Ulamog next turn.
Love it.
Yeah. I mean, they have to force, and they'll have nothing if it... Yeah, okay.
Well, they can't force, because we know they have Emrakul in hand.
Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah. Because we Karakas it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, nice. Now we're just one mana off, too, of being able to... Emrakul all in one go.
So next turn we'll be able to, we're one mana off of doing that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It's unfortunate that Maze does not tap for mana, because you could bring it back for Ramunap.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, let's just do this now before I can skip through my turn. It's not bad either.
So name Grizzlebrand, Pithing Needle.
I was thinking probably sneak attack more, so... Because, yeah, even if they
Sure.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, like... If we get Ulamog, what do we hit? I guess we could hit the red sources. We could also just get Kozilek and, like, guarantee our land drop... Not guarantee, but be very likely to hit our land drop for next turn.
So are you saying get Kozilek now?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of leaning towards Kozilek this turn. Because we could draw into, like, another Needle. Like...
Sure.
I think that's better than taking them off mana. He thinks. I guess I'll throw this Needle out there first. Make sure it, we lose the sneak attack, basically.
Sure, yeah, you're right.
So let's do this first. See if we have to actually worry about that. If they were to counter this, then I could see their argument for getting Ulamog and hitting the Volcanics to at least take them off of sneak attack plus activation.
Sure.
But I kind of just hope this resolves. And even if they did sneak attack and put their Emrakul in, might be able to beat him still. With the 12/12 Annihilator.
Yeah.
You know what? It's just the fact that it's not Delver that
Right.
brings joy to my heart.
Right? Like, our, we became a lot more happy once we realized it was not Delver. But yeah, like, I don't know, that was such a weird play when they just show and tell to Emrakul.
Yeah.
With the map in play, right? Like, they know you have map.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, considering the map, I feel like that's pretty poor.
Sneak attack. All right. It looks like we're in a very favorable spot for game 1, and then we just gotta take game 2, and it's not a bad 4-1 finish, right?
Nah, not at all. There's anytime you can like steal game 1 against a combo deck, that's like a win. Let's draw 4.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the land we wanted, but I guess another Needle. We can name Gristlebrand now, and also just get this Reclaimer. Okay, yeah, Reclaimer will get us 20 mana. Alright. This is a tough matchup, though, so just gotta win one of these next 2.
Nice.
This is a valid end boss for us this league.
Right. More fitting than playing Rug Delver.
Thank God, yeah.
So Leviathan asks, how do you navigate the depths matchup?
Oh yeah, that was the first one we played.
Yeah.
You just have to be sure to throw out enough, like, just obstacles for them to... Like, you have, like, a lot of ways to just not die immediately compared to, like, other decks against depths. Like, for instance, like, playing a Glimmerpost out the first couple turns to get above 20 life. Like, stuff like that. Here, I'll answer in a second. Let me just explain this sideboarding. So this is what I usually bring in against Sneak and Show. Surgical's Mind Breaks are kind of, not great, but we can make them do something at least. Kind of like with your combo hate, as a mono green deck, you just have to make the best use of what you do have. And, yeah, Force of Vigor is going to be our best card here. We like Needles against Sneak Attack.
Yeah, Needle's great here.
Yeah.
Map is just too slow, I assume.
Yeah. And, like, this is exactly the kind of matchup where I was happy that Shepherd got printed, just to make these Force of Vigors uncounterable. So, the game plan is going to be to try and search up a Shepherd, and then hopefully it'll live long enough to be able to make the Forces uncounterable against, like, an Omniscience.
Sure. So I am surprised how often you cut Crop Rotation. It's, like, the best card.
Yeah, it depends on, like, how useful, like, a Singleton land might be, whether they have wastelands that you need to defend against.
Okay, yeah.
And also, like, kind of a function of how many counter spells, like, how risky it is to cast it.
Fair enough. I mean, you are the 12-post master, so...
I just don't think, like, against Seek and Show, crop rotting, I don't think it's going to get to the point where we need to tutor up things like that, but...
Sure.
I will say, though, if we have, like, a plan that's based around getting Shepherd out, then crop rot definitely gains some value with that.
This seems good.
Yeah, I like this, too.
I mean, and you just keep Karakas in hand forever until, in the hopes that they show intelligence, just try and put in a fatty.
Yeah. They did it last time, so...
Yeah.
Like, the only thing we don't have is our key Force of Vigor, but we have everything else.
Yeah, Leviathan, I totally agree. Crop Rot is bad against counter spells, but I mean, it's still so powerful. But I don't know, in depths, I rarely cut it, but you also have Hand Disruption to kind of clear the way for the Crop Rots.
Oh, yeah, you must, yeah, I love, like, having how depths can be, like, proactive with it. Because, like, you know this, SV, playing, like, your own Crop Rots, how,
yeah.
The card is so, like, polarized, depending on whether they run counter spells or not.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree. Like, Crop Rotation can be really bad sometimes, but... So you just go in Carpet, Elvish Reclaimer?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty solid start here for you.
Yeah, this is going to put them under pressure, at least, fairly quickly. But, like, when you know the opponent... when the opponent's not on blue, and you can just freely Crop Rot, it just feels like cheating. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Do you know if they shuffled off the Ponder? Or did they keep?
Let me look back. Yeah, these are the things I would normally keep better track of. Cast Ponder. Chooses to shuffle. Okay, that's good.
Okay, that's good. So they're just digging.
Yeah. chooses to shuffle.
Oh wow! Oh my gosh!
Aw. It's pretty good. And they're gonna see the Karakas too.
They're gonna see the Karakas.
Definitely takes us off. They should name Reclaimer, though.
Do you think? I mean, Reclaimer just is insane. So, do you think there's a good chance they may name Reclaimer?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll name Reclaimer. Like, because Karakas isn't even all that great against Seek and Show. Like, there needs to be, like, certain spots.
Yeah.
To be able to actually, like, use it to defend yourself. Oh, interesting.
What did they name Karakas?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would lead me to believe that they don't have like a sneak attack or omniscience.
Nah, yeah.
And they're just relying on trying to force the fatty.
Let's see. How do we want to play this? We can... I want to probably just activate this Reclaimer this turn with the Carpet Mana plus the Forest. Trade the Forest for either a Cloudpost or a Stage. Probably a Cloudpost. Because I don't think we're at the point of doing a Stage Depths kill just yet.
Sure.
We need 4 mana and an untapped Stage in play to be able to pull that off. So, yeah, let's just do Cloudpost. And so much of this plan, like, or what I was planning to do here, just falls apart with them seeing our hand. Like,
yeah.
That's probably, like, the worst part about Spyglass.
Especially with Spyglass, yeah.
And if we feel the need to, like, have to be risky, if they play, like, an island out, we could just cast Primetime if we need to next turn.
Sure. No, that is a good call.
Yeah, exactly. Mikokoro for Doomsday. Just, like, hoping they'll play out their entire library. And we just get them. It has not happened yet, but I feel like it's going to happen eventually.
Don't give up hope. There's the sneak attack.
Alright, so we need to draw a Needle. I feel like this is that spot I was talking about where we might have to Desperation Primetime.
Sure.
We could Surgical and just see what's up and maybe see what we have to deal with.
But if we Surgical now, so like let's say they sneak attack in like I don't know. Yeah, it's tough. If they sneak attack in Grizzlebrand, we're just like so dead.
Yeah. I think Grizzlebrand would be the worst thing. Another thing we could maybe do with Surgical, like say they put Emrakul in, they swing at us. We could Surgical the Emrakul. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be better.
So do we maybe just play Primetime?
Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards.
Wait, hold on. We also have Dark Depths combo now, right?
Yeah. So
it's very likely that they either have... So, I mean, I don't know, maybe we Surgical to see what creature they have to put in?
We could, yeah. The Surgical would be just purely for information purposes.
Yeah.
And then it's like, what will we do with the information? Like,
well, so if they have Emrakul, Grizzlebrand or Dark Depths is not good. If they have Grizzlebrand, they can still draw 7 and try and hit the Emrakul and then win. So yeah, I don't know, man.
We basically can't beat Grizzlebrand then.
Yeah. Like,
we got to hope it's Emrakul. And I guess knowing that, we should just keep the Surgical and just Desperation Primetime here.
Go for Primetime, get more lands, and then play Cloudpost.
Yeah. And we have to decide to, whatever our land drop is, we have to play something that we're just going to get rid of. Because land will be our 5th permanent. This is assuming everything works. If Primetime resolves, it'll be our 6th permanent. 2 more lands is 8 permanents. So we'll get to keep 2 things. Definitely the Primetime. Karakas could be important in the future if we can get rid of this. But otherwise, let's see, 14 life. Maybe it'd be best to just keep the 2 creatures out and just try and kill them.
Yeah.
Because it'll do 9 damage. Okay. I think I'm going to play out this Misty, actually. Just to, in the hopes. Yeah, we gotta hope that Emrakul is the thing. If it's a Crystal Brand, we just are thinking too hard.
Well, then again, as one of the viewers mentioned, like they can only activate Emrakul once or Grizzle Brand once, so that is good. But 7 cards is still pretty insane.
Yeah, we'd have to dodge like a Lotus Petal. Or no, we'd have to dodge Emrakul itself.
Yeah.
I guess I should play around Daze, just throw out one of those things. I guess the Karakas is probably not going to happen this game.
It's a good card to toss to Annihilator.
Okay. Just saying, like, our Force of Vigors.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't think it's going to come to that. Step 1 is complete. I guess just get life here. Go to 28. We're just expecting to lose things, so... What if they just didn't have, like, a fatty in hand?
I mean, that would be the ideal situation here.
$13. Man, oh man, I should have planned this better. I was thinking we could have maybe gotten... I could have played the Misty out. I guess I had no way to get another land in the graveyard. But if I had put them to 11, then we could kill them on the swing back if they use Tomb.
Sure. Well, I don't think they need to use Tomb anymore, right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you're right. They don't have to. Man, there's just, like, so many, like, tiny little decisions that, like, could alter, like, the game entirely. Just, like, every little thing counts.
Yeah. Alright.
Aw.
Is it Grizzlebrand?
Yeah.
Oh, do they have Bowl? Oh, Jesus.
Well, we can at least remove the Emrakuls, I guess. See where that takes us. Boo.
We can't bounce Emrakul because the Karakas on is under the Sorcerer Spyglass.
Yeah. Their Spyglass name ended up being really good for them in the end.
And all we needed was one of our 4 Pithing Needles.
Yeah. The needles. Man, there's no way this, like, surgical is going to get through anyway. Might as well attempt, but...
Sure, yeah. We've got very little to lose.
Yeah.
City of Traders, alright. Mr. Lee, we are 3-1 right now. This is game 2. We won game 1. We're in a strange spot here in game 2.
All right, we got the Emrakuls. We might be able to.
We have another Grizzlebrand in hand.
Let's see. Do we have enough life to overcome it? We might. All right, let's take the Emrakuls out. Let's do a snip here too. Whoop. Force, show and tell, sneak, Ponder, Gristlebrand, Abrade. We're not casting anything then, for sure. And there's a look at that nasty Blood Moon there too.
Ugh. So yeah, I don't think we can. Well, so like if you play Cloudpost and then prime time for 2 more Glimmerposts, that would, I think that puts us up above 7, right?
Yeah, yeah. And we can do enough. Ooh, it's not bad.
And they're not. Yeah, I don't know. I think. Oh, there it is.
Let's get the least amount of life this moment, so we can get more life the next turn.
Sure,
So,
but we need to be able to survive an attack for 7 from Grizzlebrand because they have one in hand, right?
yeah. So we have to. All right, you have to get 2 Glimmerposts then. That sucks.
So we gotta play the Cloudpost, right? Or am I wrong? Oh no, because you'll go to 8.
Yeah, we'll have to play this Cloudpost out.
Okay, yeah.
And then even if we got
Dude,
Cloud,
we might be in a good spot.
well, and also like after we need to get 2 Cloudposts or 2 Glimmerposts after this.
Exactly.
So we'll go to 10. The following swing with prime time, we can play our stage out and we can get the depths, and then the Merit Lage could be a blocker.
Your Grizzlebrands, because yeah, they have no more Emrakul, so
Yeah.
wow, we may win this game after being attacked by a Grizzlebrand and an Emrakul.
Just making sure they have no like Spirit Guide or anything like that in hand.
No.
I guess our Vesuvas could get us more life too next turn. Have to go Glimmerpost though. Yeah, if we can pull this off, like I feel like both these games are like steals.
Yeah. So I think someone mentioned playing the Misty to hardcast Force. I don't think that's an option because they have a bunch of Force Wills in hand.
Yeah, and we also just don't have the second green to be able to cast the Force.
So
Yeah, it's
here's the other thing, right? Like, I don't think they they can sneak attack in Grizzlebrand and attack us because we would win on the crackback. So
yeah. Like since Emrakuls are gone now, I feel like Gristlebrand's probably just not going to be enough.
So we might, So what we might end up doing is playing stage next turn. Oh, they're going to activate. Ponder. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think this is a winning play here.
No, I don't think so either.
I feel they cannot. So they can attack, but they cannot draw 7.
Yeah, because they would die then to the.
Yeah. And the next turn you attack.
I think we need to dodge Blood Moon here. It's their best out.
Sure.
That's good.
But so here's what I'm thinking, right? Like, yeah, we absolutely have to dodge Blood Moon.
Mm-hmm.
But the next turn we play Thespian Stage. We attack only with Primeval Titan, right? Or no, Titan will also get us our Dark Depths. Because then if we play Thespian Stage now and then get Dark Depths out, we have Dark Depths to block any other Grizzlebrands that you're going to make. So I think we have this.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's just.
So do we attack first?
Yeah, and I was wondering what you were saying too with like keeping Reclaimer back. Maybe that's better to.
But it doesn't matter because Prime Time will get us Dark Depths.
Yeah. We should.
Oh wait, hold on. Did you cut your Dark Depths?
No, I keep it in for this matchup.
Okay.
And it's possible they might have like drawn. Let's look at their list. We have 7 minutes here. I gotta keep that in mind.
Sure.
See if they have like a bounce spell or anything. It doesn't look like they do. So the depths is a safe thing. So yeah, we should definitely get a depths.
And then play stage for turn. And even if they cast Blood Moon, it doesn't matter because we just make Merit Legion response.
Yeah. And we could also just keep the Reclaimer back to get Vesuva and get an extra Glimmerpost, maybe just as like a failsafe.
Sure.
So,
not opposed to that.
Okay, yeah. So let's get Vesuva copying Glimmer and then Depths.
Dark Depths.
And keep Reclaimer back. I think is the best.
Yeah. And then we'll play stage for turn.
Yeah. So they're just like not gonna be activating Gristlebrand at any point now.
Yeah, I think we just have this game, right? Because Grizzlebrand does not beat Dark Depths, right? Like they could only chump with it, right? Like
yeah. So like, if we can get rid of Emrakul, like Gristlebrand's is not enough.
Sure.
It's like Emrakul is the scary thing of this deck. That's interesting to know for... Alright. Yeah, I think we're good now. Plus
So to recap, we survived a hit from one Emrakul and 2 hits from Grizzlebrand.
Yeah. Jesus.
29 damage.
That Desperation Prime time, like, it just needs...
Right. I would definitely say that was a good way to finish up this stream with. Like, this match was really fun.
Yeah. I think that's a good way to close it. Right?
And, like, all their Force of Wills do nothing, right? 'Cause it's just attacks from prime time that get us what we need.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Right?
We got this.
So, regardless of what they do, we're gonna make Merit Lage because we're gonna attack for 29 next turn.
Yeah.
I have F6 when you had the Surgical in hand.
He F6, you said? That's,
Oh, yeah, because he had the Force of Wills. Yeah, I was wondering why he did not counter that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He might have just not have seen it coming and just expected we had nothing else then.
Yeah.
Wow.
That
was a
very fun game. Much more fun than playing against boring Rug Delver.
Oh, yeah. God. And to the Elvers.
No, that was a great game to go up to finish with, right? We took the hits from Emrakuls and Grizzlebrands, and we still pulled ahead.
Yeah. We like games like Just Enough Life to pull it out.
Yup.
Hey, Mr. Lee.
Oh yeah, I think they're wanting you to do a command so they can like look up your record and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I added the whatchamacallit, NTG bot. I did some step and I just expected it to work, but I don't think it did.
Set it and forget it. Awesome, man. That was a fun league, man. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thanks for joining me. It's nice having somebody else to chat with.
Hell yeah, man. So, granted, I would not have as many viewers as you, but one of these weeks we should do another co-stream where I pilot Dark Depths, and then I have you on.
I'm totally down for sure.
Awesome, man. That sounds great.
I'll tell.
Well, thank you again for having me on, man.
Yeah.
It's 9:15 here, so it's almost dinner time.
Yeah. I should go eat something. Just played a lot of Moto today, but that's a good way to finish. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, you played the challenge and then we played a league.
Yeah, and I did some like much needed, like real world work.
Nice. So Mr. Lee says Dark Depths is our enemy as the 12 post collaborative, but as a Dark Depths player, I hate playing against 12 posts. So you guys have nothing to worry about.
Me and this guy have like had so many matchups with like our respective decks. So yeah, we're like in kind of like the same. Yeah, we know what's up.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Hey, thanks again, Tony. And then we'll have to put something on the calendar for a Dark Depths collab stream, okay?
Yeah, for sure. Thanks a lot, SP.
Awesome. Take it easy, man. And thanks for everyone for tuning in.
Yeah, I'm getting the webcam set up at some point in the near future. I'm not giving any specifics, but yeah, it's happening. Thanks a lot, everyone. Yeah.
Right.
Thanks,
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Have a good night, you guys.